Internet activated. What's up? What's up, guys? What's up, Josh? What's up, Water Cooled Dope? Michael, Avison, Greg, Wesley, Trip, on board. Happy Saturday, y'all. I love just hearing all the planes starting up. Just hear like 2 engines start. Let's go. Yes, we're in Canada. I thought I'd continue. We were in Colorado last time, so I thought I'd continue the mountainous stuff. I edited the video description to have all of the waypoints, all of the airport codes. First one we're flying to is Charlie Alpha Juliet 3. So I'll try to update in the top right corner every single leg. We got 8 landings today. One of them in Kelowna, I think is how you pronounce it. I grabbed the scenery for it, so we'll check that out when we get there. And I'm in the V-Tail Bonanza. Is this a Carenado product? I think it might be. This thing is just awesome, though. I love the old school, like, wood paneling. And anything with a V-tail just looks awesome, so. Alright, I just used quick start. I got the fuel almost topped off. I think I just have it weighted with 1 passenger, but we can't see our passenger in this, so. This thing goes about 150, 160, so anything around there will be good. Looks like we top off at about 166 in the green band. And let me bring up the weather. Yeah, fuel optional. You can always top it off mid-flight. That's the usual. Always got a backup option. And I was worried the weather was going to be really bad because it looks like it's just there's like a little ground fog over there. But other than that, it's like totally clear so far. And I tuned in with Say Intentions. So I got the tour guide on. I chose Sarah this time. We'll see how she does. And I'm tuned into the local frequency, but I'm still not hearing global chatter. I think maybe it's still broken. So I'm guessing they're still working on it. All right, here, what do we got? 1.6 and 3.4 for our runway. So it looks like we'll just have a crosswind. We're going to fly to the south first. Southwest, so. Yeah, CAJ3 is our first airport. How many miles away is that? All right, 44 miles. All right, I'm going to make my way to over to 1.8. Or is it 1.6? We'll find out. What's the active runway here? Beach 63 Echo. Oh my god. Again, my button isn't working. Guys, this is so annoying.
Longitude 4 Juliet Mike, Cranbrook, Canadian Rockies Radio. Hey there, how can I help you today?
Yeah, I'm hearing AI, but not hearing you guys. And my push to talk button doesn't work again. I just used it like 5 seconds ago. Yeah, it's just not working. This is crazy. This has been a bug for like months, it feels like. It's really frustrating. The only way I see to fix it is go into settings, go into controls, and then push my button a few times, and it is recognizing it there, and then go back. Oh no, it's still not working. Ugh. That I feel like that's way bigger of a problem than the multiplayer problem is my button doesn't work. What's up, Arctic? Phrasing, Josh. All right, let's get going. For once, I don't have a. I do have a coffee next to me, cold brew with oat milk as usual. Sometimes I'll get regular milk or like heavy cream here and there. Oat milk is delicious though. And way healthier as far as I know. But for once, it's not a full cup of coffee that's been sitting here for an hour. It's actually almost gone. Very proud of myself. Okay, yeah, it looks like runway 16 first. Oh, what's up, Delta? After talking to them at the expo, you purchased a Toby? I just disconnected mine and threw it in the closet again because I wasn't using it. I'm so weird with my like peripherals and stuff. If something is sitting in my vision for too long and I'm not using it, I get rid of it and put it back in the closet, but then inevitably take it out again. It's just, it's a horrible cycle. Oh, you sent me a friend request? Yeah, is it finally... I don't have it. Is it finally working, water cooled? I don't even see you in the local play... Oh, yeah, there you are. That's weird. Let me try to send you one. Sending. I saw you've been going through... You've had quite the journey with your friends list issues. Did you hook up the Toby already, Delta? I love the Toby eye tracker. I know, isn't there a competitor, a newer one that's also like a cable-free one? I forget what it's called, but the Toby eye tracker is awesome. I tried Track IR in the past, and I hated having another cable and having something attached to my head or like my headset or whatever. It's just annoying. The Toby is great. I feel like this song needs to be retired. I retire this song. Unheart next. V-35B favorite plane. I love this plane. Yeah, it looks so good. I love the interior too. Just like the whole wood aesthetic. It's just so cool looking. I wish we could get a GTN 750 in this thing. Just a little upgrade on the avionics. Take off with flaps in this? So we'll find out. All right, I'll probably do a full stop at all the airports today. Mainly for myself, so I can update the Volanta each time, which is in the corner showing where we're going. So I'll do my best to keep that updated so people don't have to ask every 10 minutes where we are and where we're going to. Just be up there in the corner. Michael says I'm not using my normal Xbox controller. Oh, the Elite. The Elite is so good. It's got to be one of the best gaming controllers ever made. I love the Elite. I've had mine for, I don't know, it's got to be like 3 or 4 years, maybe longer now. Whenever I need it to use a controller, yeah, that is my controller of choice. All right, desired track 205. Let me set that up. Looks about right. All right, sync the altimeter. Looks like we're at like 3006 maybe, something like that. All right, let's go. Pitot heat on. Pump on. Parking brake off. Allegedly, my parking brake is off. Wow, it is pulling so hard to the left. And now very hard to the right. All right, we're going to turn slightly to the right. Headed towards Creston. That's our first stop. All these routes should be along the Rockies.
Just getting ready for another fun tour.
All right, let's
At
go
our 2
gear
o'clock,
up.
about 4 kilometers out, you'll see the Shadow Mountain Golf Course. This course is a golfer's paradise, designed by renowned architect Graham Cook. It's known for its dramatic elevation changes and stunning views of the Rocky Mountains. Even if you're not into golf, it's a sight to behold from up here.
All right, we're gonna need to do some climbing. Our safe altitude for this leg is 8,500 feet. So we already started on the ground around a little over 3,000. So we will get up here. I'm gonna change the. I hope they fix this in Flight Sim 2024. Every single flight, every single plane I fly, it's either like way too loud or way too quiet with the engine sounds. I'm just like always changing the engine volume. I want to hear it, but it not be blown away by it. And I updated my Rex accuracies in trees again. We'll see how accurate they are today. No, on Thursday we were saying like autumn. All right, flaps are up, gears up. Let me lead the mixture a little bit. Prop is full forward. It would be a group flight here if we weren't dealing with tons of turbulence and wind. So it says about 6 knots, but it's gusting up to 10, it looks like. So it's kind of blowing me around already. It begins. Delta says Toby makes eye-controlled interfaces for people with disabilities so they can activate controls. And Mrs. Tango is familiar with the original products from her work. Oh, nice. Oh, so when she found it was the same company. Oh, I didn't know that. Did they get their start making devices for people with disabilities? And then they entered the gaming market afterwards? That's pretty cool. I mean, I think the Toby is awesome. It's always worked really, really well for me. And it's super easy to set it up. You just like, you paste it on there, plug it in, run the calibration, you stare at dots for like 30 seconds, and then it's good to go. Pretty awesome product. Do we not have a vertical? Oh, there it is. All right, we're going 1,000, 1,200 feet per minute. Did I see someone in that ornithopter? Oh no, I misread. Okay, John the copter. I was like, did I see ornithopter somewhere? Josh is in the DA50. I almost pulled out the DA50 again, but since I've flown it so many times recently, I decided not to. But I actually really love the DA50. I don't think I'll fly the DA40 again. Like, you might as well fly the DA50. The visibility is crappier, but it's like significantly more powerful. I'm in the V35, the V-tail Bonanza. I was just going through my list. I think I changed 3 times. I started in like the Pilatus, and then I ended up in this. I try to keep it, try to keep changing my plane every stream if I can. Instead of being in the M500 every time. I think the DA50 is like my new go-to though. This has a bit better visibility. I mean, everything has better visibility than the Diamond, especially the DA50. All right, almost at 8,000 feet. 8,500 is our safe altitude for this, so. Yeah, it looks like some of the peaks to our west, Grassy Mountains, about 8,200 feet. We're not going that direction exactly, but yeah, 8,500 is our safe altitude right now. And we're headed to an airport called Creston. CAJ3. I'll look up that information in a little bit. Oh, the gaming version was an afterthought. Nice. That's awesome. Delta says in the Expo announcement they described how they use real-life biology to study how we move our eyes and head, allowing them to distinguish between wanting to look a little to the right. Yeah, it's weird. You almost always move your head, right? Like, even on I have like a 32-inch monitor, and even when I look over to the corner, like if I look down here, I don't just use my eyes. Like, I'm moving my head a little bit. Oh, how to distinguish between wanting to look a little to the right versus spinning your head all the way back. Oh, yeah. There must be some, like, acceleration they're basically detecting. Like, how quickly are you moving your head? What's up, Andy? Doing good, dude. How you doing? Things are good. I got my coffee. Got my hand on the flight stick. Good to go. The weather is not horrible. It's been pretty good in LA recently. It's about 80 now. So we've had, I feel like it's been cold for like 2 years. You know, relatively cold to what it normally is here. Would I recommend the C130? In general, I don't think anybody would recommend anything Captain Sim for the most part. It's because they're known for putting out extremely low quality planes and trying to beat people with the planes out, like 777s and stuff like that. So, did they make a 777? Oh no, they made the A380, didn't they? Yeah, in general, people frown upon the quality of Captain Sim products. So I don't think you'll find anybody that recommends them in general. But I'm not really familiar with the C130 anyway. If I had to pick, I would pick whatever is not Captain Sim. Oh, water cool that doesn't let us be friends. Wait, I know I see you back there. You're in blue. Look, I see you right back there. Look.
Hey Kip, just a heads
Seems to be
up.
working.
At our 11 o'clock, about 23 kilometers out, you'll see the Pacific time zone border. It's where the time magically changes as you cross it. Imagine if you could just hop back and forth to gain or lose an hour. It's like a mini time machine.
Would I trust a wheel stand? I don't do car racing, so I can't comment on car racing stuff. Yeah, I don't have any experience or interest in car racing. Wheel stand under 6. I don't know what a wheel stand even is. Is it like a freestanding piece of like furniture basically that holds your wheel or yoke? I've only tried things that that attach to my desk. So for a long time I had only desk. I had my Airbus side stick right on top of the desk for many years, and then I had a honeycomb Bravo that mounts to the desk, and now I have a small Virpil. It's called a Shark control panel, but it's basically a little mini throttle with buttons on it. Oh, the wheel stands work for the yoke. Yeah, I haven't, unless I've owned it myself. I couldn't give you any advice on it. Sorry. It's working on my screen, but not yours. Your friends are in blue. Everyone else is red. It's showing you in red. That's so weird. I don't know. I don't think I'm doing anything special. Yeah, it says you accepted my friend's request. My friend request. I'm online. Maybe it's because I have a space in my name. Maybe it doesn't like that. Yeah, I don't think any of you, do any of you guys have a space in your name? Doesn't look like it. It could just be bugs with the parallel 42 with flow. It's possible. Lifetime says how far the C130 frequently. Oh, you find it's well valued. Yeah, I'm sure there are probably exceptions to where people have some Captain Sim products that they like when there aren't any alternatives. So, in general, like the flight sim community can be pretty harsh when it comes to products in general. So, it's probably a more realistically a case-by-case basis, even with a developer like Captain Sim. Even if the overall sentiment is that they don't make good products, I'm sure every now and then they'll probably have something that's good for somebody, you know, at the right price and just gives them what they want. Like maybe it's not the most realistic thing, but you know, maybe it's enough for them just to have a good enough model and a good enough, you know, product. Am I in 4? Hold on, let me check if I'm in 4K right now. Everything looks kind of blurry. I am. TAA. Okay. The terrain here looks kind of blurry to me. It's not too bad. Oh man, I can't wait for Flight Sim 2024. All the stuff they showed with the 3D grass, crops, trees, rocks, shorelines, like all of those 3D elements look so cool. The way they showed the crops, like, and grass getting blown by the they're like disturbed by the helicopter flying above it was so cool looking. I'm really excited for it. We only have about 5 months to go, so we have a date. So we have a date with Microsoft, November 19th. Delta says most people describe Captain Sim as porting a very good visual model from a previous sim, having the cockpit and flight modeling from the default Asobo planes. Yeah, I think it's difficult. Like if you find something you really, really want, like the C130, and there are no other options, or the Captain Sim one is way cheaper, like whatever, like. You don't have to do what people on the internet say. You know, we are people on the internet, and you know, you don't have to go with what the norm is, which is don't buy any Captain Sim products. Like if it looks good and you're not going to be annoyed by spending the money if it turns out to be a little worse than you thought it would be, then just go for it. Try it out. You know, maybe your mind will be changed. Maybe you'll have a different opinion than everyone else, which is fine. Michael says I should be getting a new laptop for my birthday days before Flight Sim 2024. Hopefully the 4070 doesn't explode. I mean, they said, I believe it was in one of the articles that I read. I think they were interviewing Seb from Asobo, and he said that the performance will be pretty much the same as it is now because of optimizations that they've made in Flight Sim 2024 with multi-threading and other graphical optimizations. Who knows what kind of other stuff is under the hood? It sounds like we should be expecting similar performance. So it's unlikely you're going to have to upgrade to get the same performance you have now. That's what they made it sound like, so it sounds awesome. I mean, how much more high fidelity can it get, really? All right, they are modeling like every rock, but you know. But we've gotten along this far. We've gone this far with having a single CPU thread heavy sim for 3.5 years now, going on 4 years now. So if you've been running it decently all along, I can imagine that it's going to get potentially even better. I mean, we'll see. They said the same, so hopefully that's true and most of us don't have to worry about upgrading. All right, we're only 11 miles away from the first airport. Let me look up the runways and stuff. And things. Oh, Volanta didn't put the current airport in. Okay. I was going to use Volanta to find the runway information. We'll go to trusty, super trusty little nav map. Runways are 33 and 15, a 4,000 foot runway, roughly 3,900 feet, hard surface runway. 33 and 15. Maybe we should bring on Uncle Harvey so we can ask him. I'm not getting too much. Let's bring on Harvey. Hey, Harvey, which runway should we land at Creston? The airport code is Charlie Alpha Juliet 3. All right, Harvey.
Yep, Creston's runway 15. 33 is what you'll be using.
He's so quiet.
Or runway 33 right now. Line up with heading 330 for final approach.
330, it sounds like he said. He's so quiet. What's going on? Janet's like 800% volume and Harvey's like 14% volume. Every microbe will be modeled. All right, mixture is rich. Is that it right in front of us? All right, according to Harvey, runway 33 is our preferred runway. So we're gonna wanna turn around, go to the left a bit. Yeah, I can see the runway right there. All right, this valley is looking awesome. Look at it. Look at it with your eyes. Delta says if you're flying with a controller. I'm just restarting the stream. Turn the off, hit the off and on button. Maybe that's working. All right, it looks like I'm sending data again. That's super weird. Maybe it's a problem with my streaming software. We have contact as I'm stalling. Yeah, that was weird. I wonder, I thought it was a YouTube thing at first because I didn't touch anything. I just hit stop and start again on my streaming software, and I guess maybe that fixed it. It's pretty weird. Good now? Okay. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't touch anything. OBS is usually really good too, the streaming software. All right, I'm gonna pull off, update with the next airport, and hopefully the stream stays online. Yeah, sorry about that. Not sure what happened. I did nothing. All right, what are you guys in? Kodiaks, Grand Caravans, DA50, DA62. What's a P40F, Arash? I have no idea what that is. DA62 and a PC6. Lake Pilot's going for the grass landing. And the Porter. He's got the tiger stripe livery. He's Oshkoshing it. How do you do north up on the 530? You have to use the FMS inner knob to change to a different navigation page, which will be north up. But unfortunately, by default, it doesn't have the data field, so I'll just do it on mine. So the default nav, if you hold clear, is, yeah, the heading up, and it gives you all of the data fields in the corners, like desired track, distance, and all that. If you use the inner knob to change to nav page 2, this is your north up one, but you'll notice it doesn't have that data, like distance and things like that. But you can bring it up by hitting menu and then go down to data fields on. and then hit enter. And now you'll get the data fields on the right and a north up map. But unfortunately, when you hold clear, which is a shortcut to get back to default nav, it's still going to go back to nav 1, which is heading up. But yeah, I prefer north up as well. All right, next airport is CYCG, which is West Kootenay? Is that what it's? It's such. What is the? I don't know. I don't like that name. CYCG. Castlegar? Castelgar? Something like that. Landing rate was 145 feet per minute. Not my best. Oh, nice. Yeah, I actually get this data now. G-force 1.18. Yeah, not great. No bounces, though. That was almost center line. A little to the right. See a little teeny tiny red dot you guys probably can't see up there. Delta says spoke with Brian about possibility of having Janet tell a Toby story every now and then. Yeah. He groaned a little. Yeah, maybe it is complicated. All right, let's keep this non-train rolling. All right, next up, CYCG. Desired track is 275. Set that. Where is my... What? Why are these the answer? Why? I never understand when developers don't make Control 1 this view right here. 275. New course. All right, 275, that's set. Update the altimeter. We'll turn around. Hey, Uncle Harvey, which airport should we, correction, which runway should we use to take off from here? He's so quiet. I'm gonna put his volume to like
for takeoff.
Maximum.
Let's go with runway 34 at Cranbrook, Canadian Rockies Airport. Winds are
But we're not at
direction.
Cranbrook.
Once airborne, we'll follow the KOT-1 departure procedure.
No, we won't. We're not at Cranbrook anymore. We're at Creston, CAJ3.
Got it. Kip, we're at Creston CAJ3 now. Just a heads up if you need to contact ATC here. The local frequency is 122.8 MHz. Also, remember that runway 34.
Oh, you have to go to a wedding now, Delta? I hope it's a fun wedding. After all that traveling, now you have to go to a wedding? Toby and Janet's wedding. So they added the cruise now, the AI cruise that you can choose from. There's like 3 of them, and one of them is Toby and Janet, but you don't actually hear Toby yet. Maybe we will eventually, but for now we just hear Janet. The wind just blew my neighbor's roof off of his garage. What? You can see it from your porch? What kind of winds are we talking about? Oh, this is such a good song for this, for taking off. Oh, I was gonna turn around, but I'll see you guys over at the next airport. You can circle around if you want to wait up. Looked like the wind was pretty calm. No reason to turn around, actually. No electric here? Or are you just on your phone water cooled? Wait, what? Did you lose power? You were just here in the sim. Somebody is bouncing on the grass over there. In what looks like a pits. Oh, you lost power. Oh, no. That sucks. All right, here we go. All right, a new track, 275. So make a left turn once we take off. Return to the west. CYCG is next up. Oops, I didn't fix my trim. It's fine. It's casual Saturday. Like gear up, the gear goes up so fast in this plane. All right, new safe altitude to 8,000. Still pretty high. 47 miles to the west. We got quite the terrain in front of us here. Oh, you have a tornado watch. Well, I hope everything's safe there. That's scary. Severe thunderstorm warning. Is there anywhere that doesn't have crazy weather of some kind? Like California, earthquakes, a lot of the middle of the country, tornadoes, a lot of the coasts, hurricanes, earthquakes kind of everywhere. Other parts of the world, extreme heat. Good thing I mowed the grass this morning. Yeah, Antarctica. Yeah. I didn't realize this, but Metallica played a concert on Antarctica, being the first band ever to tour on all 7 continents, I guess. I don't know why that's been coming up in my YouTube feed. I think I was watching some Metallica live performances from the 90s or something, and now I just see James Hetfield everywhere. Not a bad thing. Fish says when our power went out last week from a bad storm going through, I sat on the porch in the dark with a light watching YouTube with lightning hitting the ground all around us and bad wind. That sounds kind of awesome, actually. Slightly terrifying, but also awesome. Yeah, living, breathing planet we're little specks on. Yeah, exactly. We are the ants of the earth. We're too important to be tiny, though. Come on. The human ego knows no bounds. We're the most important things. The biggest, the most powerful. And then you see, like, a tornado or something, or feel an earthquake, you're like, ah, I'm nothing. Oh, Trip is in the H-160 back there. Actually, you can probably catch up in that thing. I bet the H-160 goes as fast as this plane does. I feel like I haven't even been hitting like 140 knots. All right, West Kootenay is next. To our right, you'll see Creston Mountain. 6,500 feet of elevation. Come on, who needs Janet? Actually, I do. Let me switch back to Janet. Hopefully Say Intentions can fix the multiplayer bug soon. It feels so lonely without the multiplayer chatter. Hey Janet, you're back. How's the ride back there? Oh, my push to talk button's working again too.
The ride's as smooth as a buttered otter on a slip and slide.
What?
Speaking of otters, did you know they hold hands when they sleep so they don't float away from each other? It's like they're saying, "Don't leave me, mate. We're in this together."
All right. What's up, Sebastian? Gonna jump on right now? Nice. Do it. Join us. You can join us at CYCG. It's our next stop. Fish says it was a blast watching lightning and stuff all around me, and then the wife calling after work and yelling at me for being outside. I mean, she's not wrong. But it also sounds awesome. How is Avison in a anonymous aircraft? It says no aircraft type. Oh, the Kodiak Autopilot. It's been a while since I've used that. I'm just not using the Autopilot right now. Though there is a basic Autopilot in this one. Yeah, no vertical modes. We just have altitude hold, heading and nav modes. A little basic Autopilot in this guy. I wonder with all of that new detail coming in 2024, how good it looks from this high. Like, when you're at the ground level, it's obviously going to look great. But from here, like, I imagine these kind of areas that look kind of sparse, they just look very flat. I imagine there'll just be a bunch of, like, you know, detailed grass and rocks everywhere. Be interesting. Like, we're not going to need Rex Accu season anymore for the tree replacement. They're going to have all those new biomes and stuff. Or maybe like Rex Accu season and other developers that make scenery and, you know, worldwide scenery and stuff, maybe they're going to update to have even more. So they'll take advantage of all the new systems and just, you know, double or triple how many tree variants there are, or bushes or grass, and, you know. I don't think the need for those products is going to go away completely, but I have a feeling that maybe it'll take some time before they figure out how they're going to level it up, you know? Oh, Bijan got hired by Microsoft? Oh, dude, that's awesome. I don't know if they announced that. I saw a few of the announcements, like there's a husband and wife team that make We Love VFR, and apparently they hired them to work with them for all the VFR objects they'll be adding to 2024. And then, yeah, they partnered with Got Friends as well, and they were partnered with a guy who made a replay tool that I'm not familiar with, but group flight in Europe. Yeah, we bounce all over the world, so I try to keep it. I try to pick somewhere new every time, so usually I'll search my entire like live stream history, like my list of all videos on YouTube, and make sure that I'm not picking something we've done multiple times. And actually, when I typed in Canada, I didn't get too much back. Like, I know we did like Vancouver Island, and what else have we done? Maybe like for some of the world updates we went to Canada, but as far as like a group flight across 10 airports, I didn't really see too much in Canada, so yeah, but usually I'll try to pick something we haven't done a bunch of times. I'd love to find like way more remote places to go, but the more remote you get, usually the worse the terrain is and all of the scenery data. It can get pretty just gross. It can just be like gross and basic looking, which isn't the best. So mountainous areas, following rivers, Places with good terrain data are usually a lot more nice, just more nice to fly. Yeah, it looks way better. This isn't bad. I think the terrain detail is not like the best. Like these mountains don't look that incredible. It's cool that it's mountainous, but the level of detail seems pretty low in this area. This is even with Rex. But yeah, always down to fly anywhere in the world. Will there be raccoons in 2024? That's a big selling point for me. Name checks out. Based raccoon. Oh, Avison, you're in the PA-44. Okay. I wonder why it doesn't even show the name of the name of the plane you're in. I have vertical speed on my altitude selector. Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. There's a separate vertical speed mode down here. Yep, that's right. I'm just not using the autopilot yet. All right, 24 miles to go. Our Saturday landing practice day is underway. Fly with pets as passengers and co-pilots. Wouldn't it be cool if you could load the whole plane up with animals? Like you're doing like a rescue flight or something. You just have dogs and cats everywhere. They're just freely roaming. What could go wrong? Not even in carriers or anything. It is nice having, like, certain planes do let you see the co-pilot dog. Or, you know, whatever co-pilot you pick, but I always pick a dog. Sometimes a cat. Oh, you're looking for birds? Yeah, I have some of those bird add-ons. There are ones called, it's just called FS Birds, I think. And they're done regionally. It's kind of annoying when you have to pay like $12 per region. There's like 10 of them to buy, or like spending over $100 on birds. You don't collide with them though, which is kind of a good thing, but it would be cool if they had, yeah, like birds based on locale and based on the ATIS. If the ATIS is reporting birds in the vicinity. That's something that Rawl did in the FSR 500, the Meridian. He added a bird strike feature. And I think it says that it's based off the local ATIS. So if you're at an airport where the ATIS sends birds in the vicinity, which actually I don't know if I've ever heard that on the default flight sim ATIS or not. But yeah, you can have simulated bird strikes in that plane, which is pretty awesome. Maybe it's the colors, but that's a good looking aircraft. Yeah, I fly this just mainly because of how cool it looks. I don't know. I don't fly too many outside of the Duke. I don't fly Beechcraft planes that much. The Duke is incredible, and not for any reason. But yeah, the interior of this plane looks so cool with like the wood paneling.
Look at our 12 o'clock. About
and just
7
details look awesome.
Out, you'll see the world's largest penny. It's 8 feet tall, which is quite big for a penny, but still quite small for, say, a giraffe. My friend Toby once tried to use it in a vending machine, thinking it would give him a lifetime supply of snacks. Instead, he got stuck and had to be rescued by the fire department.
Janet, why don't you just get it over with and propose to Toby? We all know you want to. We all know that you want to, okay? If all the devs were like God friends, we'd have world peace.
Proposing to Toby would be like trying to teach a cat to play the piano. Sure, it sounds like a fun idea, but in reality, it's just a lot of noise and scratched furniture. Besides, Toby once got stuck in a phone booth for 3 hours because he thought it was a time machine. Not exactly husband material, is he?
Oh! Let me turn the fuel pump on. It was a 50-50 chance which way I moved my... I just realized that I've only been drawing from the left tank this whole time. 50-50 chance which way I moved my mouse wheel, where it was going to go, so... Whew. Alright, we're still good. All right, this next airport is Kastalger. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Anyway, 1,600 feet of elevation, 5,200 foot runway. Looks like we got north-south facing runways again. And it's right along a river up here. Better question, why doesn't Janet keep Toby on a leash? That's a good idea. Hey, Janet, given how accident-prone Toby is, have you ever considered keeping him on a leash or some kind of restraint system? That's a good question, actually.
Oh, Kip, putting Toby on a leash would be like trying to put a seatbelt on a tornado. You see, Toby once tried to impress a girl by jumping into Kelly Creek from a tree branch. He missed the water entirely and landed in a patch of nettles. So a leash might not be enough. Perhaps a full-body bubble wrap suit would do the trick.
Nice. All right, we got north-south facing runways again. Let me take a look at exactly what they are. 3-3 and 1-5. So 1-5 would be cool if you want to fly over the river as you approach. And then they'll both be parallel to another part of the river that turns there. All right, this song's been good to us, but we're also going to retire this one after this play. Got to work on my playlist. I think I'm going to go for 1-5. Actually, let's see if Janet can tell us which runway to land at. Hey, Janet, can you tell us which runway is best to land at Charlie, Yankee, Charlie, Golf right now based on winds? It is say intentions, yep. Every time we talk about it, I'll remind people they drop the price.
With runway choices
Oh.
or wind conditions.
She can't help.
That's a bit outside my expertise.
I wanna fly over the river. I'm gonna
I can
go.
tell you about the Duke-Hobor suspension bridge
I'll go land
coming
on
up our
1-5.
1 o'clock. It's a bridge that doesn't really go anywhere, which is a bit like Toby's career aspirations. He once tried to tightrope walk across it after a few too many drinks. Spoiler alert, he didn't make it.
Yeah, say intentions drop their price from $30 to $20 a month, which is pretty crazy. There are the bugs I've been running into the most lately. The multiplayer is broken for the last few days. They're well aware of it, so they're working on it. So right now it feels a little bit lonely. I mean, there's always Janet, so you know that's fine. And I think they're still working on trying to figure out why, like, I don't know why my push to talk button stops working so often. Like the latest experimental build that they have for testing runs it in administrator mode, but it still doesn't seem to like always get access. I don't know. Probably a security thing. I can't say I've run into that with Beyond ATC. So there's got to be a solution somewhere. All right, I'm at 7,000 feet and the airport is at 1,600. Got a ways to go. Ways to descend here. Whoops. I was looking over at the dog who was barking. Oh no. This place is like a fortress. You're safe. Don't worry about it. What's up, underdog? All right, maybe the river wasn't the best. I mean, it looks like there's a valley right here, so I can go down into here. I just wanted to fly over the water. It seemed more fun. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna follow Frosty here in the Bonanza down into this valley, and then a like a sharp turn to the left to land on the runway. All right, I'll get the gear out for an air brake. Oh, this is a cool spot for an airport. We got water, we got mountains. I'll get the pump on. And there is a bridge right there. I think that's a bridge Janet was talking about. She said it was a suspension bridge though, right? Maybe that's not it. There's another one down here. Oh, I can't open the little storm window right now. All right, I'm gonna slip a little bit. It's going about 2,000 feet per minute, no big deal. This is such a cool location for an airport. I love it. You love to see it. All right, it's still pretty high, so slipping more. After this, we're going to be going to Grand Forks, which is CZGF. All right, pulling out of the slip. Oh, it's so like dusty looking. It's kind of awesome. I think it's just like the low level clouds here. It's like some fog, like haze almost. Looks cool. All right, we are at Castlegar / West Kootenay. I don't even know. It just sounds weird. Stop trying to say it. Which landing rating app? This is just part of Flow by Parallel 42. It gives you like nameplates and it just gives you a ton of stuff. It's totally worth it, I think. It basically replaces the whole top toolbar as well. Gives you things like wind and weather and stuff. It's really nice. Is this custom? Yeah, there's a Canadian flag there. This must have been part of one of the updates. I did not buy this. Yeah, Flow has a lot of features. It's, in my opinion, very, very much worth it. It's in the marketplace as well. I think it's like $15 for the Essentials version. You don't really need the Pro version. The Essentials version is enough. Not in the free version, yeah. I don't even know what's in the free version, actually. All right, let me balance this fuel. There we go. All right, that's better. All right, let me update it to our next airport. Continuing to the west here. Let's see what's next. CZGF. This is Grand Forks. Not to be confused with the Grand Forks in the US. Oh my god. We have quite the group today. Holy crap. There's so many of us. Little pit stop photos here. Let's see, how far in are we so far? We're only an hour into the stream, right? Yeah, it's only been 1 hour. All right. If you guys are just joining, you want to join us, hop on USA West. We are at Grand Forks, CYCG. Or sorry, Grand Forks is next. We're in Castelgar, something like that. Yeah, this looks, this must have been part of like an update to Canada, because I don't think I've purchased this. We got Canadian flags. Is that like a province flag or something? I don't know what that second flag is, the one on the left. Castelgar. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, we got custom scenery here, though. Oh, we're going to be able to walk around in Flight Sim 2024 as well. I haven't even talked about that yet, but they announced that, yeah, we're going to be able to get out of the plane. Like, you can basically start, instead of starting cold and dark in the plane, you're going to start outside of the plane. And you're going to walk up to the plane, and you can actually do your walk around and interact with elements on the outside of the plane, you know, like some developers have done, kind of like what you can do in the A2A Comanche and do your full walk around. But that's going to be part of Flight Sim 2024, is doing walkarounds on the outside and doing your pre-flight inspections and stuff, doing your before takeoff checklist, all that stuff you do for pre-flight outside, walking around the plane. It's gonna be pretty cool. Oh, that's BC, the flag for BC. Okay, province flag. Imagine they have you drive to the airport. If you're flying an airliner, you have to go through security. Yeah, I wonder if that'll open it up for developers to do that for some of the super detailed airports. That would be pretty funny. All of a sudden, you don't want to fly airliners anymore because you have to commute from like a hotel to a major airport every single time you want to fly. You fly out of LA or something, so you're in traffic for like an hour and a half. I guess you would be right there at the airport hotel though. But yeah. And then imagine you have to wake up and brush your teeth first before you get in the car to go to the airport. And then imagine after the flight, you have to visit a restaurant and you have to use your hard-earned career money to purchase and then consume ramen one mouthful at a time. And then imagine your back hurts in the morning and you have to call out sick and you can't do the flight that day. So you have bed rest for 24 hours and you can't even fly. Yeah, you have to go to the In-N-Out. Yeah, over on Radford. A couple of beers, a few laughs, burgers. You got to take the dog out. Ultimate simulator. All right, let's get going. Enough of that talk of the worst simulator ever. It just gets so much like true to life that you just don't want to do it. All right, we take off. We're going to go southwest. Grand Forks CZGF. Charlie Zulu Golf Fritos. Safe altitude, 8,000 feet again. Are we on a particular frequency? We would normally, I don't normally use say intentions when I'm doing the group flights just because it's just yet another thing to do. And but the multiplayer is not working in say intentions right now. It's like a known issue. Looks like we're gonna off-road a little. Oh no, there's still taxiway up here. Yeah, they're having some problems with the multiplayer, so it's just been off. I can't hear anybody else. I can only hear when controllers reply to them. But they said they are aware. They were giving Brian crap for it in the Discord yesterday in a joking way. But yeah, they're still working on it, I guess. Yeah, 8,000. Yeah, I love the way this plane looks. Is that a Vans? Is that one of the Vans right there? I think. If I get farther away, I can tell. Flying photo. Yeah, it's the RV-14. Nice. All right, fuel pump on, pitot heat on. I should double check my trim this time, which I did not check last time. Actually, I need to find where the trim indicator is in this thing. Do we even have a trim wheel, or is it all electric? I see our flap indicator right here. And we have electric pitch trim right here. Oh, there it is. Here's our pitch trim indicator. All right, up and down, 0. All right, all set. Dude, no flaps again. What's up, John? How's it going? Sorry I'm late. How dare you? Well, if you want to join, John, we're about to take off. If you look in the top right, I'll keep the current leg on the screen, so if you want to join, that's all you need to do is look up there. We're on USA West as usual. All right, update the altimeter. All right, about 1,700 feet right now. And we're heading to Grand Forks to the west, 35 miles. I didn't update my course. On my HSI, I'll have to do that.
Oh, Kip, putting Toby on a leash would be like trying to put a seatbelt on a tornado.
She's back, talking about Toby on a leash.
He impressed a girl by jumping into Kelly Creek from a tree branch.
Wait, we already heard this story.
He missed the water entirely and landed in a patch of nettles. So a leash might not be enough. Perhaps a full-body bubble wrap suit would do the trick.
All right, 227 is our desired course. Look for a cloud of green dots around Canada, yeah. Dude, I love this spot. This is so cool. This would be the spot you put a on-air company base camp. If any of us were doing on-air company still. Yeah, Janet was still thinking about the Toby on a leash scenario. All right, do I have 227 set here? 2122, right around there. 227. All right. Oh, there's coffee sitting next to me. All right, Canadian Rockies adventure continues. Let's go. All right, at 4,000 feet, we need to get up to about 8,000. There is a peak coming up to the west called Mount Neptune. It's at 7,200 feet. And another one to the south of that, Old Glory Mountain, says 7,800 feet peaks. That's probably where we're getting. Well, we're not going south to that one, but yeah, 8,000 feet seems good. Oh, HG says I've done this trip on the ground. Kip on the ground. I've done this trip on the ground. Wonderful scenery when it's not on. Oh, there are tons of fires here in this part. I mean, in this part of Canada. I mean, it makes sense. I don't know. Actually, I should know the status of the fires in California, but I don't. We had some air quality warnings last week because of some fires like northwest of LA. Haven't had them for a week or so, so I didn't really keep up on whether it's contained or not, or how much of it is contained. Why doesn't Janet just date Toby? I know, we've been asking. She refuses. What's On Air Company? It's a career mode app. They actually did an integration with Say Intentions that I haven't tried yet, where you can ask Say Intentions and ATC about like your fleet, about fuel services, and all that kind of stuff that's in On Air Company. But On Air Company is kind of the most complex and feature-rich and expensive career mode apps. I used to use it all the time until I was just kind of flying all over the, like flying random places, so it didn't make too much sense to do the virtual airline type stuff where you're constantly in like one location and flying the same plane over and over again. Since I fly so many different types of planes and I'm just hopping in something different in some different part of the world constantly, it's not the best thing for that. None of the career mode apps really are. But if you're if you're wanting to do things realistically and be in the same type of plane for a while in the same part of the world, build up a fleet, have achievements, and earn money, and do air taxi and cargo and all those kind of missions. On Air Company is one of the many choices. There's also like NeoFly, which is free. A Pilot's Life is a really popular one if you want to do the commercial airliner route. But yeah, they're all very similar, where it gives you more purpose and missions and just long-term goals to meet. It's great. I just found myself not really using it much because of how many different planes I'm in and how many different parts of the world I'm flying in. But for a while, the Tuesday stream was an On Air Company stream where I would just fly wherever my plane was in the world to the next location, do a couple missions, earn some money. It's cool. I want to get back into it. I just I really like hopping in all sorts, like the flexibility of how we're doing things lately, or how I'm doing things on the stream, just going wherever in whatever plane, and yeah, just not really caring about the realism of managing a fleet and paying for fuel and moving my pilot around and all that kind of stuff. The Route Finder website's been more than enough for my needs. Oh, HG says somebody asked about the wheel stand. Yeah, I think it was it Alex? Wait, who asked about that earlier? Sorry, Andy. I mean, it was Andy who asked about it. Takes a half an hour to bake potato wedges. Sounds worth the wait. Janet, you're always making fun of Toby. Could you do us a favor and tell us something you like about him? Do you think he's, a nice person? Do you like his eyebrows, maybe? or how he keeps his fingernails trimmed. Say something nice. And we'll put the pressure on, see what she thinks. Yeah, it's so turbulent here over the mountains.
Oh, Kip, you're right. I do give Toby a hard time. But the truth is, he's got a heart as big as a whale's, which is ironic because he's terrified of the ocean. And his eyebrows? They're like two majestic caterpillars having a nap on his forehead. Plus, he's always the first to help out when someone needs it, even if it means getting himself into ridiculous situations.
Oh, there it is.
So yes, despite everything, Toby's a gem.
Nice. When are you guys getting married?
Oh, Kip, you cheeky bugger. If Toby and I ever got married, it would be the most chaotic wedding in history. He'd probably try to ride a unicycle down the aisle and end up in the cake. But hey, at least it would be memorable, right?
So you're saying there's a chance you'll get married?
Oh, Kip, there's always a chance. Like, there's a chance you'll land this plane smoothly. But let's not bet the farm on it, EH. Toby and I getting married would be like trying to nail jelly to a wall. Entertaining,
She's so
but
mean.
ultimately pointless.
She is so mean. Roasted. I mean, she's not wrong. The last few landings have been like 150 feet per minute. Sick burn, Janet. Call the burn center. I asked for it. This is what we get for talking to Janet. V-Tail's your favorite Coronado aircraft. I love this plane, yeah. It's a good one. Wait, can't we open this little glove box here? Wait, what the? Oh, we can't. I'm wrong. I wonder if Asobo and Microsoft have the ability to do wear and tear on every plane globally. Like, you would think that, like, obviously, like, the flight model, like, the way, you know, there's global things that work, like, all the systems that developers use to implement their, like, engines and fuel flow and all that, like, there's gotta be some low-level wear and tear that Asobo can add in. So just every plane has it as an option. And you can, like, set the realism up if you want. Right? Maybe I'm sure I'm oversimplifying the software, but, like, it seems like that should be a thing. I mean, every plane isn't programming in, like, ailerons, like how ailerons work, or, like, how the control surfaces work with the yoke or the stick, right? It's like, it seems like we should be able to get wear and tear in any plane that exists. Those kind of global changes would be so cool. And then developers wouldn't have to worry about making, you know, they would just be defining the wear and tear rates on components and stuff like that, or choosing which components are in the plane. The most serious she's ever sounded, yeah. When she said landing this plane, ... Yeah, she put in all the dots. She also knows my history with dots, and she put in tons of dots before she answered. It's pretty messed up. She knows what she's doing. All right, Grand Forks, 1,700 feet of elevation, 4,300 foot runway. It looks like it's east to west runways, just based on what I'm glancing at over here on the Navigraph map. And it is super bumpy right now. All right, Grand Forks. Yeah, the runways are 25 and 07. So 25 would be easiest for our direction of travel. It is very gusty. All right, we're still 12 miles out. Do creators get coding from Asobo to help with weathering planes? Yeah, I'm not sure like how the planes that do have wear and tear, I would guess it's all custom. Because you would think that like Asobo and Microsoft themselves, when they create planes like the local legends, or they collaborate with people like AnyBuilds to make planes, if it had those capabilities in the SDK, in the sim itself for wear and tear and tracking all component wear and tear and stuff like that, you would think we'd see it in those planes that they're making themselves, but we don't. They're always with custom, they're always like from third-party devs, you know? All the wear and tear stuff like Black Square and, you know, FS Reborn. So I would guess no. But I think those are the things for me that a lot of the time when I pick a plane, like the planes that I love the most are the planes that have the wear and tear, like Comanche, the Meridian. You feel like you own it, you know? Even some of the Milvis, like the 310R, I think has wear and tear and even like gets dirty. If they could standardize that, where you can get those capabilities in any plane, it just makes it easier to love other planes even more, because they'll have those same capabilities that set apart those like top tier AAA planes, you know, like the Comanche from the rest. I mean, they said they're doing like the walk around is one of the steps towards that, though, right? Like now that Asobo is going to be having a walk around outside, where you're outside the plane physically, not actually physically, of course, but walking around in first person mode or whatever to do your walk arounds. That's kind of a step in that direction. So maybe we'll see that in more and more planes. Bangladesh. I don't think we've flown in Bangladesh, around Bangladesh. We could, yeah, we can fly anywhere. Well, I'm always open to suggestions, especially places we haven't flown before. And, you know, it's, I try to keep us going around the world in different locations just to see all the sights. So yeah, I'm down to fly anywhere you guys want to go. Usually I'll try to get away from the US, like we're not that far away here in Canada, but I'll always fly in the US when I'm doing IFR stuff, so. All right, there's the runway right there. All right, 4,300 foot runway, east to west runways, if you're not here yet. PNG, yeah, we've done a couple in PNG. PNG is so fun to fly in. I think it was Orbex released some packs of airstrips in Papua New Guinea, so we flew there twice recently. Yeah, PNG is always a good time. I like ones where there's like interesting terrain and good landing challenges. I think we got a lot of hard surface runways today. Actually, I think they're all hard surface. I do want to get more into doing grass strips more regularly. Like even slower than these planes, like get into something really slow. Kind of want to get the Tomahawk again. I think the Tomahawk is so well made. It's just very small and slow.
At our 3 o'clock, about 15 kilometers out, you'll see the Hummingbird Bridge. Now this bridge is quite fascinating because it's named after the hummingbirds that apparently used to frequent the area, although I've never seen one there myself.
All right, fuel pumps
on. It's a bit like naming a place Unicorn Valley, and then being disappointed when you don't see any unicorns. Anyway, my friend Toby once tried to impress a date by attempting to
short final story time.
Across it. He ended up tangled in the ropes like a fly in a spider's web and had to be rescued by the local fire department.
Yeah, I don't have the smoothest landings in this thing, that's for sure. Coming in kind of fast every time, I think. Oh yeah, Soul says, I think you're right, Fly-by-Wire did everything creating their planes, including weather? Wait, what do you mean including weather? This is yet another cool airport location. Just nestled between the mountains here. It's awesome. I missed everybody's landings. Bunch of DA-42s in a Cirrus. Whoa, more people are showing up. Whoa, all of a sudden there's a wild underdog appears. A wild John appears in the Grand Caravan. We can take a break here for about a minute. Let people refill beverages and such. What are we at? An hour and a half mark? And let's see. We're at Grand Forks. This is airport number 4. Next up we have CYYF. Charlie Yankee Yankee Fox. Throw that at the top. Let's see, what was my G-force? 1.23. That was one of the worst so far. Not great, not great. All right, we'll take a few minute break here if you guys need it. You can hit the restroom. You can grab a beverage. And we'll be on our way. Sometimes I wait like 2 or 3 hours until I do a break for you guys, so sorry. Sometimes it takes a while. All right, rest stop time. I'll be back in a couple minutes myself. All right, back. Oh my god, we got a Chinook and is this a Bell? Double helicopter coverage. All right, fuel pump is off. Okay, I turned that off. Mixture rich, and I should switch to the left tank. Let's see if I can, Oh, is control 1 the fuel tank selector? Yeah, it is. All right, onto the left tank. New track is going to be 286. Get that in here. 286. All right, that is set. 53 miles for the next leg. And we're going to CYYF. Penticton. And another 8,000 foot elevation, safe altitude. Or safe altitude. Oh, your wing hit the building. Yeah, turn off. Definitely turn off crash damage. There is no reason to have crash damage on in the sim unless you use like on-air company or something that forces you to have it. Just not worth it, in my opinion. Oh man, in 2024, flights in 2024 as well, all the cargo rope stuff, like the like helicopters with a rope, with a cable, a rope, with a cable on it, you know, like hauling cargo or like whatever, transporting stuff. They said all the physics with the cable is simulated and everything. It's going to be so challenging. There's so much good stuff that's going to come at the end of the year. Really excited. I hope they release more details about the career mode and what to expect. Maybe they're working on like detailed trailers and like first look type trailers and stuff like that for it. But Jorg said in the interview when he was on the stage, somebody asked about it, he said like there are certifications. Like you basically have to do like check ride style stuff. And it seems, I don't know, like maybe it's still a glorified mission pack. And the first mission in each career that you can choose is like the certification and training, you know, like a tutorial essentially. And then maybe you have like 10 missions for each one to do or something like that. I hope it's a fully dynamic like career mode that just has unlimited missions to do and it's constantly picking new places in the world for you to do them. But I still think realistically it's probably more like a big mission pack. We'll see. Either way, I think it's going to give so many new capabilities to career mode developers. Like Neofly and On Air Company, like they're probably going to be able to make so much more interesting missions. Because right now, like none of that stuff's like physicalized or whatever word you want to use for it. You know, like you're not... The passengers are one thing, Oh, I just got super loud. The cargo, like you do weigh the plane down and stuff, but you don't. I guess it's really specific to like the medical missions and stuff, like seeing them load the person on and then the weight being added automatically if you're doing like a medical rescue or something, or if you're doing like a helicopter style one, like just being able to see the passengers walk out to the plane, being able to attach stuff to the bottom of a helicopter on a cable and like, you know, transport cargo that way. Like if you can actually see it in those career mode apps like On Air and Neofly, and they actually attach it and they can use the SDK to have passengers walk out and get in the plane, like it's gonna be awesome. I hope that's the case. I hope it's not just we get these awesome missions from Microsoft and there's like 10 for each career or whatever, and then after that we're just done with them forever and there's nothing else to do. Like I hope they open it up with the SDK and then career mode apps can take advantage of all that stuff. That'd be awesome. All right, we're taking off to the west again. 53 miles to the next airport. Desired track 286. So we're going to take off and turn to the northwest a little bit. Head over to Penticton. Again, 8,000 feet. Oh, I didn't reset my trim. Let me do that. All right, there we go. Fuel pump is on. All right, let's go. Mixture rich, prop full forward.
At our 2 o'clock, about 14 kilometers out, you'll see the Phoenix Mountain Ski Area. It's a lovely spot for skiing, obviously, but did you know it was named after the mythical bird that rises from its own ashes? Quite poetic, really. Toby once tried to snowboard there after watching a YouTube video on extreme sports. He ended up in a tree, hanging upside down, and had to be rescued by the ski patrol. They said it was the most ridiculous thing they'd seen in years.
Oh, Toby. All right, this is a longer leg than the last few legs. 52 miles. Maybe some autopilot is in our future. All right, I do have vertical speed mode in this guy. Let me see. Let's get autopilot on. Vertical speed. There we go. Nav mode. Ah. You gotta love autopilot. Alright, we'll go about 1,500 feet per minute. Tigger says one of the screenshots in the Sunday Marketplace session showed a player or a pilot that was level 14 with an XP score. I like the sound of that. Yeah. I'm just a skeptic until I see it for real, you know, so I'm never disappointed. I'm just like, it's gonna be some simple mission pack thing, and then they reveal like a full-on XP system, you know, whatever. That'd be great. I mean, I want that. It's not that I don't want it. I'm just trying to not get disappointed, you know? Level with an XP score. No longer a sim and now a game. Yes, because pilots do not write down their hours and use those hours as the basis for progression in the real world, right? It's like a game. Oh, you mean like real life, where you log every flight and how many hours you've flown, and the hours you fly kind of determine your experience? I'm sure people will get very upset about it, and then they will use it. They'll complain about it, and then they'll use it. I mean, life is basically a game. What do we have, achievements and quests? Well, yeah, just like real life. Grow up, go to college, get married, have a family, retire, travel. Those are all achievements, aren't they? I mean, life is like a video game. For some people, it's more of a sandbox. For other people, it's more of a linear quest line that they follow. Of course they will. Who doesn't want to brag about being level 69? Nice. in a 777. Exactly. People already post what they achieve in terms of just hours on Reddit, you know? People post that stuff. They're proud of it, which is fine. Like, you should be. I mean, it's a commitment for a lot of people to play a game 1,000 hours. It's crazy. I barely hit 1,000 hours in my logbook in Flight Sim, but I was happy that I hit it. It's like, cool. Kip's gonna tell us why he believes in the simulation theory. Oh, is that like where life is a simulation? I mean, that stuff's always fun to think about. Or like you're the only actual living person. Everybody else is AI. I mean, if it entertains you, then think about it, you know? It's all good. Who's gonna speed run a PPL, the airline? Yeah. There's gonna be a speed running community based around who's the fastest to go from bush pilot, or who's the fastest to go from training at a flight school to captain of a A380 or something, you know? For sure. You know, if it's a thing people can do, people will do it. All right, got autopilot on for this leg. Main character syndrome confirmed. Absolutely. It's all only ever about me. I actually love not caring about social media. I like don't even open it. I don't post. I don't read. I just don't care. Not using social media, I think, is the best way to live in today's modern world. Hate it. It's just human nature, though. People love talking about other people, and people love comparing themselves to other people. It's just kind of human nature, I think. So I get it, but yeah, not for me. I don't like it. It just seems so pointless. All right, we're cruising at 8,000. This thing, what's the wind right now? I feel like I'm going pretty slow. The wind isn't even that crazy. We only have 8 knots, like, from the left. I didn't lean the mixture. That's probably, that's got something to do with our performance here. Pull the prop back just a little bit. It is nice to throw on the autopilot every now and then during flights like these. Yeah, I really hope they have a whole leveling and XP system and all that in Flight Sim. It's great. We'll see how far they take it. Hopefully we'll get some official videos before November. Oh, you're going 2,600 RPM, Justin? A little more than that. There we go. 26.
At our 11 o'clock, about 17 kilometers out, you'll see the Kettle Valley Rail Trail. It was originally built for trains, which are like planes, but on the ground and much slower. Now it's a trail for people who enjoy walking where trains used to be. My friend Toby once tried to ride a unicycle along the entire trail. He got about 10 meters before he fell into a bush and had to be rescued by
174 knots. I'm at 178 ground right now.
Maybe you should stick to walking too.
22 inches. Yep, I'm at about 22 inches as well. And the EGT gauge is very responsive. I'm just a little bit rich of peak on that. Anyway, that's fine. We're going. Tigger says, I think they pretty much confirmed there will be another Discovery series of videos. Oh, leading to launch. Nice. And some discussion during dev Q&A. Yeah, they're definitely going to make tons of videos, right? Like, this is huge for them. This is going to be as big or bigger than the 2020 launch. So, yeah, I'm sure we'll see a ton of stuff. All right, 32 miles to go. 11 minutes, it says. Let me check what we got. For the airport, 1100, or yeah, 1100 in elevation, north-south facing runways. Oh, nice. It's right up against a lake called the Skaha Lake. Skaha? Skaha? S-K-A-H-A. Skaha Lake. Runways 34 and 16. Let's put this to 34 as a reminder. All right, there we go. All right, and the runway is 6,000 feet? Yeah, 6,000 feet long, asphalt. Parking is on the west side of the field. And winds prefer 3-4 right now. Okay. This has been a good route so far in terms of the terrain. I like it. Alright, just checking in with the mountain. Oh, runway 16 has an ILS. If you want to get a practice ILS approach, maybe now's the time. Alright, 25 miles. Oh, mine doesn't have... Wait, CAZ5... That's the wrong airport. It's showing the it's showing our final airport, that's why. All right, 24 miles left, and yeah, we're gonna need to get down to about 2,000 feet for pattern altitude, 2,100 feet. Set that as a reminder. Tigger says British Columbia interior is beautiful. Used to go on golf holidays. Creston, Castlegar, Kimberley, Cranbrook. We've gone to three out of 4 of those. Yeah, we did. We started at Cranbrook, then we went to Creston, then we went to Castlegar, and then we went Grand Forks. Now we're going Penticton, if I'm saying that right. And then the one after this one is Kelowna. Kelowna's the one where I grabbed some scenery for that one, so I'll take a look at that with the drone camera once we get there. And this route has been beautiful. You can't go wrong with mountains, mountainous areas that have like mountains and rivers basically, which usually go hand in hand, I guess. Not upset about it. All right, let's see. Let's do a check here, see what people are flying. New York 701's in the 414. BizJet in the Bonanza. Weatherman. What's it? Wait, is the BE35 what I'm in? Right? V35? I think that's this one. I see somebody over there in the Meridian. Trinidad, Kodiak, TBM 930. The van's RV14. Josh is in the DA50. Avison is in the PA44. Is that the Seminole? Or the Seneca? Imperative DA42. Danny's in the Vision Jet. Somehow not flying. Oh yeah, so is Mike also in the Vision Jet. Oh, the Seminole, yep. Trojan in the PA24. Is that an Arrow? Dozens in the DA62. John in the Grand Caravan. What's the BW6T? BW6T. The Blackwing BW635RG. I feel like I've looked this one up before. Oh, it's like a small trainer looking plane, isn't it? It's a two-seater. Yeah, it looks like a two-seater from Orbex? Or from Aerosoft. Oh no, it says Orbex. The Blackwing. I haven't tried that one yet. All right, 14 nautical miles. We still got some terrain in front of us, so... Looks like it's safe to start descending based on this map here. So let me go vertical speed down.
At our 1 o'clock, about 23 kilometers away, you'll see the sundial.
And we got north-south
sundials
facing
are
runways.
Ancient time-telling devices, which is ironic because Toby once tried to use his wristwatch to navigate a canoe and ended up in a beaver dam. The sundial is a modern take on this ancient technology, and it's actually quite impressive.
All right, we got the autopilot off.
Toby once tried to set his watch by it and ended up an hour late for his own surprise party. Classic Toby.
Classic Toby. Oh, see ya, HG. HG says, gotta run. Very nice flying over my country. Thanks. Good to see you. Have a good rest of the day, rest of the weekend. Yeah, not upset about the scenery here in Canada. Just follow the mountains. It's going to be awesome. All right, so we got north-south facing runways here. We got 3-4 and 1-7. Or sorry, 1-6. 3-4 will take you right over the lake that's to the south of the airport, so... And the winds prefer 3-4 anyway, so I'd recommend 3-4. Once you get over this terrain right here, it goes down into the valley, make a right turn. Fly over the lake and land on 3-4. What's up, Mike? We're getting the fun bumps. You know what? You know what would be awesome? Wait, was there an update with water? Is all the water modeled now, like volumetric and stuff, in Flight Sim 2024? Wouldn't it be cool if we could see moving water, like the rivers flowing down, like downhill and stuff, and waterfalls? See like actual motion in the water instead of just it being static like it is now. I'm gonna have to rewatch the 2024 dev stream, or the keynote basically. Yeah, the Canadian Rockies. Yeah, it is awesome here. All right, I'm gonna get way down here to the water. I want to fly over like the whole length of this. No, most of this lake. It looks like there's supposed to be a waterfall here right in front of us. Or maybe this town is named after a nearby waterfall. It's just the gear. It complaining about wanting gear to be down. Yes, we got an ornithopter. I love that there are liveries for the ornithopter now in the marketplace. You know, it was months ago they added them, but I picked them up. God, it looks so good, and we're not even in Flight Sim 2024 yet. Look at it. Janet's been oddly quiet. Maybe there's not too much to look at right now. Not too much to talk about. I mean, there's a lot to look at. All right, runway 34, here we come. I can just see all of your lights, like, just lined up. Looks like I'm gonna be one of the last ones in this time. All right, props full forward. Mixture's rich. We're pretty much perfectly at pattern altitude right now. Airport's at 1,100 feet. All right, flaps 1. Supposedly the winds prefer this runway. We'll see. That's according to a METAR, though. Never know what you're going to get in the sim. This is definitely the better way to fly it anyway over the water. Nice try at the distraction. I'm still on final. All right, full flaps. Yeah, definitely. There's definitely a wind from the right here. I have to keep like crabbing into the wind here. I left my fuel pump on. Back, my electric fuel pump still on. Oh, and there's a road right here too. Still 139 feet per minute. Can't get under 100 feet per minute yet in this. Oh, easier with no flaps in the wind? Justin says. Oh yeah, I did full flaps. Maybe I'll try no flaps next time. All right, we're in Penticton. This is airport number 5. We got 4 more to go. We'll see how long the last leg is. I think the last leg might be a little too long. Maybe that'll put us into overtime. We'll see. See how we feel when we get there. All right, we're finally turning north now. 3 in a row to the north. Looks like we're mostly following this river. Oh, I guess technically it's a lake. Okanagan Lake? Yeah, a few airports we're just following. It looks, it's, I guess it's a lake, but yeah, at a glance it looks like a river, but I guess it doesn't empty out into the ocean or anything. Okay, let's see, desired track 001. Okay, let me check my fuel balance. It's pretty good. Oops. God, I always turn it to off by accident because I don't know which direction is which. I keep forgetting. All right, fuel pump is on. Our fuel flow. Okay, we're still good. I didn't kill the engine. All right, lights are set. And let me update where we're going here. CYLW is next. Kelowna. So CYYF to CYLW. Charlie Yankee Lima Whiskey. 3,500 feet's our safe altitude. Bit lower now. And let me advance. Looks like it didn't advance us to the next waypoint. All right, activate leg. There we go, 31 miles. And I got the scenery for this next airport. That's my house. What's up, Ben? Okanagan is... Oh, Okanagan. My bad. All right, let's keep this going. Let me set my trim. All right, and back to runway 34 then for the takeoff for our departure. We're gonna head that direction anyway to the north, so. And you can see the windsock. It's still our best runway. Or sorry, wait, it's pointing towards 16, isn't it? Sorry, wait, did we land on 16? No. Yeah, wait, we landed on 34. But the wind is the opposite, right? The wind is, am I turned around? Yeah, the wind is pointing towards 16. It's only a couple knots, though. All right, we'll follow the windsock. I'll go do 16, even though we want to take off to the north. No, wait, then we'll have to turn around. Nah, change of plan. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go the best direction. We're just gonna go. We're gonna go 3-4. I don't want to turn around. Save a little time. So get the sim get there-itis. Do I really want to do a 180-degree turn? Not really. Just some alien spacecraft here, no big deal. All right, we'll take off a little tailwind. We can use all this displace threshold too if we want to. Oh, we got a good 6,000 foot runway here. All right, this is another song I'm gonna retire. If I recognize that I've heard it so many times, I'm like, I know this song, and it's time for it to go. All right, fix the altimeter. We're at 1,100 feet in elevation. That's right. 31 miles to the next airport. Heading bug synced. We've got our course dialed in on the HSI. Pretty much just gonna fly straight north. Oh, nice. John's in the ATR. Such a good looking plane. I think like every high wing twin looks so good. Nice turnout today. Josh says we don't need to follow the flight plan, just follow the water up. Yeah, it'd be more fun to just follow the water. That's true. All right, we'll wait for Kajiba and Mike, and then we'll take off. Grouping up. Yeah, we'll just follow along the water. Good call. All right, they have arrived. Good enough. Let's go.
At our 1 o'clock, about 4 kilometers out, you'll see the Splash BC Water Park, also known as the Penticton Wivet. It's a floating water park, which is like a bouncy castle but on water. Toby once tried to impress a date there by doing a backflip off one of the inflatables. He ended up belly flopping so hard.
Look at all
he
those
got a
shadows.
round
This
of
looks so
applause
cool.
from everyone watching. It's a miracle he didn't deflate the whole park.
All right, we're just gonna follow the water. Good screenshot opportunities there. We got 2 ornithopters going. All right, only 27 miles to the next airport. This is one I grabbed the scenery for, so I'll check it out for a few minutes. Do some drone flybys, see what I paid for. It had really good reviews though. It was like $17. It's pretty expensive for scenery, I think, but it has 4.5 stars. The weather's been so good as well. Like, these clouds are great. They're like out of our way. They still make everything look better. Need to get down closer to the water. Can't help it. I can't help climbing. Funny seeing all the 777s that are flying right now. I think you guys were posting some screenshots on the Discord showing people flying from like flying out to Hawaii, and it was just like all 777s. Why is the 777 so like sought after? Just because it's, I assume it's so much bigger than the 737. What is the difference? I don't know anything about airliners. Oh, the distance, that's why. Oh, the 777 long distance. It's massive. One of the best airliners of all time. So up until now, everybody has been flying Boeings that they didn't really want. So is the 777 more like the equivalent of like a... I assume it's bigger than a 320 then, right? 320 is pretty small. But in terms of popularity, like everybody likes flying in the A320. Looks amazing from the outside. It's also like way more popular than the 787, I guess. Yeah, it says superior range, outstanding fuel efficiency, passenger preferred comfort. The 777's engine is almost big around as the A320 fuselage. Whoa, okay. I didn't realize the 777 was that huge. Is it, I assume it's, well, just based on the numbers, it's a similar size to the 787? $787. Oh, the 777's bigger than the 787. Oh, the 777-300ER is especially big. Okay, it's one of the biggest 777s then. Okay, it looks like only the 777-9 is bigger than the 777-300. Okay, so it is one of the biggest. Huh. Yeah, I don't know anything about airliners, so I'm always out of the loop when it comes to why one is way more popular. Like, I could understand why like an A380 is going to be so popular just because it's a 4-engine airliner, but man, it says in real life it's the pay. Yeah, the bigger the plane, yeah, the more you get paid. Yeah, the more people you're bringing at once. I'll try the 777 like when it's out in the marketplace. I don't want yet another. If it's not something that I have to have day one, I just get it on the marketplace. With Flight Sim 2024 coming out, all of like the upgrades you'll have to do for certain planes if they upgrade it for 2024, like I'm glad that I have it all in the marketplace for the most part, and I'll just be able to be like, okay, pay X dollars, upgrade every plane to the 2024 version if they're available, all in one spot instead of going to like 20 different developer websites and downloading them all. I'm glad to wait several more weeks to get a plane for the first time for that convenience of the marketplace. Sierra says it's been a lot of fun to fly it, especially for virtual airlines. So many routes are open. Yeah, just because of the distance. Got it. So what's the distance, like the range difference between like what you were flying and the 777?
At your 12 o'clock, about 5 kilometers out, you'll see Gelatly Dog Beach.
Like if everybody was in a
It's a place where
737,
people
that's
take their
relatively
dogs to
short
frolic
range
in
compared to the
water and
777 then,
chase
right?
sticks, which is quite similar to what humans do, just with less barking. Toby once tried to impress a girl there by pretending to be a dog. He ended up getting into a fight with an actual dog over a stick and had to get a tetanus shot. Classic Toby.
Classic Toby. Okay, the airport's only 13 miles in front of us on the east side of the water up here. East side of the lake. I'm just gonna do a touch and go at this one. Since we're reaching the 2.5 hour mark. I start wanting to accelerate it a little bit. So I'm just gonna do a touch and go. Oh wait, no, I'm not. Never mind, I take it back. I do want to look at the scenery here. Maybe the one after this we'll do a couple touch and goes. Yeah, I'll do a full stop here. Osobo 787 isn't bad. Yeah, pretty long haul. I guess people just wanted something like, even though the working title team made some improvements to the 787. Yeah, sounds like people wanted that. The PMDG touch on a similar size plane. Oh, our first sim freeze of the evening, of the afternoon. Yeah, she is obsessed with Toby. They're made for each other. All right, still frozen. There we go, we're back. All right, prop full forward, 10 miles out. Looks like it might be over here. All right, 1,400 feet is the elevation of the airport, and we got a 9,000 foot runway almost. Can bring the 777 here. All right, this is the one pay where I got for today. Kelowna. And then after this, our next stop is going to be Vernon. Yeah, I think we'll do 2 more touching. I think the next ones we'll just do touch and goes, 2 of them. And then we're going to end up in this place, Cache Creek. But next is CYVK. I'll update that once we're on the ground. All right, 7 miles out. There should be an absolutely massive runway. And the runway is 3-4. 1-6 is preferred with the wind, but it's only 4 knots. Loving the mistiness? Yeah. I love when there's like low-level clouds. It's awesome. Yeah, Santiago, you can join. We're on USA West on multiplayer. And the airport code's in the top right. CYLW. That's where we're about to land. Join us. Do it. We're mostly in slower planes, like anything under 200 knots would be good. Grand Caravan, Piper Arrow. This is a Bonanza's good. Diamond, DA40, DA50, Kodiak, PC12. You know, lots of options. All right, I see the approach lighting system. All right, 4 mile final. This is a super long runway. All right, I'll try a no flap landing. Actually, we're gonna have a little bit of a tailwind. I'll just do 1 notch of flaps. All right, I'm a bit high. Airport elevation's 1,400 feet. All right, 2.5 miles. Ooh, 81 feet per minute, yes. All right, that's much better than before. We're all trying to make this first turn off here. All right, I will check out this scenery a little bit because I grabbed it from the marketplace. From F-Sim Studios. It was 17 bucks, 4.5 stars. We'll take a look. And then we'll be on our way to Vernon. We'll do 2 touch and goes, I think, along the way just to save some time because we're at 2.5 hours already. Nice little Pelican. All right, Vernon is Charlie Yankee Victor Kilo. That's going to be next. All right, let's take a quick look at the scenery here. Well, that is a massive parking lot. Lots of red minivans, or red SUVs here. Are those minivans? Yeah, that's a minivan. Oh, it looks, maybe it's an SUV. Hey, here's the terminal. I wasn't sure if there were gates or not. What do they got? 4 gates? 5? 5 jetways. These look like they're, yeah, these are all permanently here, I guess. The swoop plane and WestJet. Couple more back here. Old school Dodge. I got just a bunch of GA planes parked over here on the grass, mostly on the grass. Carson Air Maintenance. Nice. A FedEx hangar. Shell Aero Center. More static planes. I mean, it's got really high ratings, so it must be pretty accurate to what's there in the real world. The first minivan of its kind. We love our wood paneling. That's why we fly the V-tail Bonanza. And there are a lot of static planes on the ground here. Altitude for the next leg is 4,000 feet, then 5,000, then 6,500 is going to be our last safe altitude for the last leg. Yeah, we'll do a couple touch and goes. There's 2 more to the north of us. I like the tail just sticking out of the hangar here. Whoa, where's the rest of the plane? I guess that's why it's in maintenance. They're still assembling. Wood upgrade. Wait, is there an add-on for the V-tail for a different interior? I've seen on the marketplace some new like cockpit interiors for some planes. Is this GTA 6? Yes. Yes, it is. All right, fuel is looking pretty good. Get my lights back on, and we'll just go take off from the same runway, north facing. Go back to 3-4. And then we'll do a touch and go at the next 2 airports. We got Vernon and then Salmon Arm. And then the final stop's Cache Creek. Let me get my pitch trim set. I think a little nose up is good for the takeoff. I'll try it a little bit between the 0 and the U here on the pitch trim indicator. See how that goes. Flaps are up. Being There's an ominous pelican looking at me. Update the altimeter. All right, our next track again is 001. Oh, it hasn't sequenced to the next one. What's going on here? Am I suspended or something in the flight plan? It's not auto advancing. All right, 351 for our new track. All right, there's 351. Bonjour, hello mountain. I set the mountain as the co-pilot. Have you guys heard the other day when I was trying out the cabin crew, and when they make their announcements, they say like you can put in your captain name and the name of your co-pilot as well. So they said that when they make their announcements, they announce the names of the captain and the co-pilot. One notch up. Oh, one notch up for the trim. Thanks, Justin. All right, I'll go to the U then. There we go. Why is it move 10 at a time? There we go. That's very precise. Oh. What's up, Steve guy? All right, John, good to see you, man. Have a good weekend. Good to see you in the sim. The ATR is beautiful. Pretty sure that was you in the ATR. Hurricane barrel is going towards Cat 3. Need to check that out after this. I just saw an alert. Like, I just got like a news alert or something. Yeah, saying barrel has strengthened into the first hurricane of the 2024 Atlantic season. Or it said 9,000 foot runway. Do we really need to go all the way down there? Probably not. Yeah, this is plenty of distance. We'll just do an intersection departure if there is an intersection. I feel like we need a change of music for the end of the stream here for the next 3 airports. Let's see what we got. Trending. Summer bonfire? No. Road trip, 40 tracks. Oh, we got vocals. This could be bad. This is a road trip playlist. You can't hear the music? I try to keep it pretty low because, you know, if people don't like what the song that's playing, it can be really annoying. So I try to keep it kind of quiet. All right, you guys are all floating because I have... I did just turn it up a little. You guys are floating because I got the custom scenery here, so... Look at that beautifully, just beautiful VTOL capabilities here. It's incredible. Blue Handle says, first time doing a group flight. Awesome. Well, welcome, dude. Yeah, glad you're having fun. We keep it pretty casual. We just pick somewhere in the world, fly between a bunch of airports. Sometimes bridges will catch our attention, so we'll have to make some detours and fly under bridges. Yeah, it's a good time. Everybody's super chill. It's always a lot of fun. Steve says, I'm currently flying from Owatonna to Fort Collins. I'm probably saying that wrong. In the CJ4 when flying against the wind. Pretty lengthy flight. Dude, I love the CJ4. I was just flying the CJ4 on Thursday. That's one of my go-tos, I think, whenever I want something fast. I actually like the Collins avionics. I think they're pretty awesome. They seem a little intimidating, but I mean, that plane is so easy to fly. I like it. All right, our safe altitude this leg is 4,000 feet. We're gonna head up. Our next 2 airports are to the north. I'm just gonna keep going along the water, basically, along the lake. All right, gear coming up.
At your 2 o'clock, about 5 kilometers out, you'll see the Virtual Arcade's indoor VR theme park and arcade. It's a place where people go to escape reality. Which
All right,
is
time to
ironic
turn around.
because Toby once got so immersed in a
I think the
VR
right
game
looks
there
better.
that he tried to order a pizza from a
I don't know.
virtual restaurant. He ended up arguing with a digital waiter for half an hour before realizing he was talking to a computer. Classic Toby.
Classic Toby. All right, we're gonna follow the lake. We got 3 more airports we're going to. The third one being the last one. We'll just do touch and goes for the next 2 though. Vernon, touch and go, and then after that to the north again, Salmon Arm. We'll do a touch and go, and then we're gonna turn to the west and end up at Cache Creek. That'll be our final stop. So we're just gonna follow the lake to the north again, and this one's also right on the east side of the lake. We'll just do a quick little touch and go, or just fly over the field, and then continue to the north. Oh, maybe if you had headphones on, you're watching it on your big TV. Nice. Wait, weren't you flying? Wait, are you not flying with us anymore? No, Josh. Josh has retired to the couch. The music's just there for to cover up any silence if I don't know what to say. Oh, Josh, you're right in front of me. Oh, so you're flying and you have it on. Got it, got it. Yeah, you sim on the computer, you turn the stream on the TV. Got it. That makes sense. Avison says, I just had a conversation with Say Intention's Sarah about butterscotch and toffee. Hey, Janet, we heard that Sarah really enjoys butterscotch, but she hates toffee. What are your feelings on the matter? Or we'll get Janet's input. Janet's input. Janin. We'll get Janet's input here.
Well, Kip, butterscotch and toffee are like the Batman and Robin of the confectionery world. Butterscotch is smooth and sweet, like a gentle hug from your nan. Toffee, on the other hand, is like a handshake from a bodybuilder, firm and a bit intimidating.
What?
Personally, I think butterscotch is the way to go. Toby once tried to make toffee and ended up gluing his fingers together. We had to take him to A and E, and he still has a bit of toffee stuck in his hair.
Oh, butterscotch is like getting a hug from your man. Fun fact, salmon don't really have arms. Oh yeah, Salmon Arm Airport. Yeah, what a weird name for an airport. We're coming up to Vernon. Vernon, we just follow this. 13 miles north on the lake, and then yeah, it'll be on the east side of the lake. Not surprisingly, right next to the city or town of Vernon, I guess. Yeah, this song is super laid back. It's putting me to sleep. That's what I get for picking like a... I mean, if this is a road trip... Yeah, road trip playlist, that'll put you to sleep if you're driving. That's a dangerous road trip song. Chris says, fun fact, Canada is the only country called Canada. All right, this is also too laid back. This is not my idea of a road trip playlist. My idea of a road trip playlist is more upbeat. That's for sure. Let's try the rock playlist. It's a little better. It sounds like Mission Impossible music. Regarding the music, I'm not mad at you, just disappointed. It's out of my control. Okay, it's totally in my control, but sometimes you never know what you're going to get. These are the risks we take with playlists we didn't make. What's up, React? How's it going, man? Oh, you fly in VR? So I have to listen. Yeah, I think it's a little too weird with no music on. I don't know. I could make it so like only I hear the music and the music doesn't come through on the stream, but that would be also a little weird too. I just can't only listen to the engine sound. I think some people would probably prefer just the engine sound, but yeah, not really my thing. All right, we're almost there. 8 miles. We'll just do a touch and go here. We're trying to speed up the last couple airports here. You know, the last airport, maybe it's, yeah, it's kind of a, that's a leg right there. So I'll have a little longer of a leg for the last one. Probably throw the autopilot on for that last leg. Life is a highway. If it wasn't copyrighted, I'd be on top of it, but yeah, got to use copyright-free stuff for the sake of the stream. All right, Vernon's got a 0, 5, and 2, 3. Right now it prefers 2, 3, which is the opposite direction we're heading. It'd be more fun to land on 0, 5 over the water anyway. It's only 4 knot winds though, so. Few goofy ones, yeah. Normally I'm playing a playlist that I put together, like everything that I've ever put a heart on, like liked, that I've heard in the past. But sometimes I just need to branch out, try something different, roll the dice a little bit. This is supposed to be a rock playlist, and this is starting with like a super slow guitar. So this is no. Come on, we need something a little more upbeat. What's happening here? This sounds like jazz. This sounds like electronic music. All right, there we go. It's a little better. I think we've heard this one before. All right, just a quick touch and go at this airport. No more full stops until the last airport. You can see the runway right there. All right, once we do the touch and go here, we're gonna turn to the left, back towards the north. And the next airport is Salmon Arm, CZAM. Yeah, Justin, OBS, yep. CZAM, CZAM. Updating the top right now while coming in on final. What could go wrong? Josh says, after this airport, if you follow the next highway going north, you'll run into the next airport. Another awesome approach. All right, yeah, just a touch and go or an overfly the field or do a touch and go here. No full stops until the end. Oh, this is so cool with everybody here all lined up. Is there someone behind me too? Yes. I love when we're all just landing in a line. It's awesome. It's the most fun part of group flying, I think, is when you're on final. There's just all these planes. "192 feet per minute. Boop. Vision jet taking off the opposite direction. All right, to the north. And Josh says you can just follow the highway. If you prefer. All All right, our course to the next airport is 353. Dude, some of this music is just so funny.
At our 2 o'clock, about 1 kilometer out, you'll see the
Not
Vernon
today.
Farmers Market. It's a place where people gather to buy vegetables that are slightly fresher than the ones in supermarkets. Toby once tried to sell homemade jam there, but he accidentally used salt instead of sugar. The resulting jam was so bad that a local chef used it as a meat marinade. Toby's still banned from the market, and the chef's restaurant mysteriously closed down shortly after.
Toby just sabotaging local restaurants? What? All right, 23 miles to this next airport. Says about 9 minutes. This song is a hit. All right, John. John says, I'm out. Nice flying with you all. Take care. Good to see you, John. Thanks for flying along again. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one, dude. Have a good weekend. Is this like a play? This sounds like a musical. The vocals. Dude, Sierra, thanks for the 5 gifted, dude. Pull up those stools, boys. Boys and girls. All right, Tigger, Pryfly, Deuterino, Trip, and Tyler, enjoy your amazing, low-quality, busted stools. They were just removed from our dirty warehouse. Thanks a lot, Sierra. Appreciate it, dude. Not today! I mean, sometimes the cheesy music is just hilarious to listen to, though. All right, 18 miles to Salmon Arm Airport. And apparently salmon do not have arms. This one's at 1,700 feet. Runway 32. We'll close it out after this airport with a long 80-mile leg to Cache Creek to the west. Be an autopilot friendly leg. It's like the little cool down at the end of the route. Blue says you're flying. Yeah, this is a V35. Yes. Yeah, I did get it on the marketplace. Yeah, this one's. I feel like this plane's been out for several years. It's a Carenado plane, I think. So I'm not sure the price. Usually the Carenado stuff's pretty affordable. But yeah, this is a nice plane. It doesn't have any like crazy bells and whistles. Like there's no working circuit breakers or failures or anything like that. But it's a solid plane. See, it's got the Garmin 530. You can't put the GTN or anything in it either. So you just get the 530. It's got an autopilot. Yeah, retractable landing gear. You gotta switch the fuel manually. Whew, did it right that time. Fun fact, Canada is called Canada because someone named it that. True. Every word is made up. Sebastian says landed at CAZ5, did not have much time. Flew ahead, nice. What's the Discord? Here, let me tell the bot to throw it in the If the bot is working, it'll throw the link in the chat. And if not, you can find it in the... I have it in the video description as well. Black Square Analog Bonanza. Oh yeah, I never flew the Analog Bonanza, but I flew the Black Square Analog Caravan for a while. That was, I think that was my first Black Square plane, was the Analog Caravan. I love that thing. It was the first plane where I could blow up the engine by over-torquing it. Oh yeah, 5,000 feet is our new safe altitude for this leg. So that means the terrain is probably around 4,000 feet. What's up, Roberto? Oh, you're from Peru. Awesome. Well, welcome. Where to where? It's in the top right corner, the two airports we're flying between right now. We only have one more after this, so we're going to be going from CZAM, that's Salmon Arm in Canada. We're going to be flying to Charlie Alpha Zulu 5 is the last airport. So if you want to join for the last leg, make sure you're on the USA West multiplayer server. There's instructions in the video description, and the route is there too. But yeah, we're almost at we're at the second to last airport, coming up to that right now. Oh, you have 125 hours. Nice, Justin, in the V35. I probably have like, I don't know, 20 maybe, 20 or 30, something like that. Not too much, but it's really fun to fly. I like it. It just looks so cool. Interior and exterior, it's an awesome plane. All right, 8 miles to Salmon Arm. We'll do another touch and go here. So if you guys are joining and you see us coming in, you'll want to start your takeoff roll. CAZ5, the Letterkenny Airport. Isn't that a TV show? I don't know. I've only seen a couple episodes of that show. I have a friend of mine that just loves it. I don't know if it's still on the air or like if there's only a couple seasons, but I remember liking it. I've only seen a few episodes though. It was great. All right, let's see what airports there are here. Or sorry, which runways there are. Yeah, we got 3-2. 3-2 is going to be easy to land on from our direction of travel here. Justin says if you fly the Black Square Analog and the V35 enough, you can start to feel the V-tail. We're just getting some crazy gusts all day, too. Oh, I haven't even turned the yaw damper on. Whoops. I didn't even realize there was a yaw damper I could turn on without... Oh, yeah, there's yaw damper right here. I guess I can turn it on independently of the autopilot, it looks like. Yeah, I haven't touched it. No wonder I'm getting... thrown around so much. Maybe that would help a little bit. Yeah, you turn it off for landing. All right, here it is. Another touch and go here. And then we're going to turn to the left. Make our way to CAZ5, CAZ5. All right, updating. Whoa, I was updating Volanta in the background. There we go. All right, Volanta's updated in the corner. One more leg. This is an 80-mile leg. 6,500 is our safe altitude on this leg if you want to get up there and throw on your autopilot, which I'll probably do because it's 80 miles. Nice little last longer leg with the autopilot on. All right, yaw damper's off. Yeah, I guess I can use the yaw damper in this independently of the autopilot. Seems like it. Seems like that's the way to go. Oof.
At 12 o'clock, about 4 kilometers out, you'll
All right,
see
new
the
track
Salmon Arm Wharf.
259er.
It's one of the longest wooden wharves in North America, which is impressive considering it's basically a glorified plank. It was built in 1901, back when people thought wood was the future. Toby once tried to impress a girl by diving off the end of it, only to realize he can't swim. He had to be rescued by a group of elderly bird watchers. They still send him Christmas cards.
All right, 259's our new track. 80 miles until our last airport. Good time for some autopilot. I'd set it to 6,500 feet on the autopilot. All right, got autopilot set, vertical speed mode. Let's get the yaw damper on. I didn't turn the yaw damper on last time I used autopilot either. It's pretty gusty still though. All right, I'll get nav mode on. One more leg. What's up, Aaron? Oh, you just got home. What'd you miss? Oh, just us doing a bunch of landings in the Canadian Rockies. We're on our last leg now, 80-mile leg to Cache Creek. It's going to be our final stop. What's up, Leonardo? Happy to see you live. Oh, you always miss because it's late in Switzerland. Yeah, I get to start a little earlier on the weekends here, but yeah, during the work week, it's I do it after work, California time. But glad you could catch one. Good to see you. Pretty much, let's see, I used autopilot one leg, so this is leg number 2 with autopilot. Just getting my arms all stretched. Oh, just hand flying for so long, especially with the stick to my left. It's not the most comfortable thing. Oh, Michael's asking for any good Kodiak tutorials. There's got to be some good ones out there. That thing has been out for so long. Even the missionary bush pilot himself made a Kodiak tutorial for Microsoft Flight Sim, I think. I think he did it in the real plane, right? But it was meant for people who were getting into the Kodiak and Flight Sim. All right, here comes 6,500 feet, leveling off. Yeah, if you wanna learn from the probably one of the most well-known Kodiak pilots. Yeah, missionary bush pilot. Good video tutorial series opportunity. Yeah, I don't really make plane-specific tutorials anyway. It's pretty much always just about the avionics. I don't know, making videos is so much work. And a lot of the time, like, the only time I make a tutorial is when I'm personally excited about something. Other than that, like, I don't force myself to make videos, obviously. It's been like a month or two since my last one. I made one in, January? And then I made the one on the KLN GPS recently. So I just, I just do it when I'm really excited to do it. Otherwise, I feel like I'm forcing myself and it's never fun. I don't want to force myself to make videos. Puppy's doing good. I bought the puppy a bunch of new balls. She is passed out right now, though, in her bed. sleeping on one of her toys. I'll try to sneak a picture. If I walk in there, she'll wake up. She looks very cute right now. But she's doing good. Her like, she had these little tiny tennis balls she's played with for a while, and they've been like falling apart as she's chewed on them. They kind of break internally. So I got her a pack of 4 more, and then I got her a pack of like some slightly bigger like squeaky balls that she just loves playing with all of them. So I've been throwing them all around for her, and I'll do that again once I'm off, once we do our final landing here. What time is it in California? It's 3:09 p.m. right now. So 15:09. If you want a good laugh, scroll 2 or 3 menus right on the 5:30. Oh, turn traffic on? Yeah, the traffic maps are always great. Yeah, I gotta turn it on here. Yeah, there we go. There are a few of us flying. You'll love to see it. GMT. I forget what it is, either 7 or 8. I forget which one. During daylight savings or not. Yeah, it goes between -7 and -8. Yeah, during daylight savings, it's -7. But normally, it's -8. Do I have turbulence to realistic? Yes. Yeah, I don't think I've ever changed it. Let me double check just to make sure. Where's it under piloting? Turbulence, yeah, realistic. Change it recently, having so much trouble. Yeah, it just matters where we're flying. Like, well, Justin pointed out that I wasn't using the yaw damper, so I have the yaw damper on now, which helps a bit. But you know, when we're flying in mountainous areas like this, yeah, you get those like up and down drafts a lot. So we're definitely getting a lot of gusts. This isn't the easiest, like the winds aren't super high speed or anything, but it's definitely not smooth. When you pause your game, your engine shuts off. That's weird.
At our 9 o'clock, about 24 kilometers out, you'll
24 kilometers?
Flag. It's a massive flagpole sticking out of the ground.
I don't think we're going to be able to see 24 kilometers from here.
It was erected in 1983 to commemorate the Falklands War, which was a bit of a kerfuffle between Britain and Argentina over some islands. Toby once tried to climb it after a few too many pints, thinking he'd reach the top and plant his own flag. He got about 3 feet up before he realized he's terrified of heights.
That's a bug that was fixed 2 years ago?
By a very amused fire brigade.
Is it plane specific, Leonardo? I wonder if it's a certain plane. And are you using active pause like from the top toolbar? Or are you just like going to the menu like this? Yeah, I don't know that that's ever happened to me. The only time my plane will just like randomly shut down is usually if it's like a realistic plane, like something like the Comanche, where certain weather conditions and temperatures and altitudes, like you have to, you know, keep the engine idling You have to give it a little throttle to keep the engine alive when you're idling on the ground or even taxiing around. Like if you pull out the power too much, the engine will just die because it needs a little bit of juice to just keep turning. Leonardo says I play with a Cessna. Oh, the 152 and 172. Yeah, those are pretty basic planes. Like they're not gonna shut down because of not giving it power on the ground or anything like that. I don't think. Only happens when you press escape. Is it possible you like have escape bound to like the engine toggle shortcut or something? I don't know. It sounds silly, but yeah, I don't know. That is pretty strange. I mean, I would just hop on Reddit or the Microsoft Flight Simulator official forums and see if you can find any information about it, if people have posted about it recently or not. Oh, it had to do with active pause. Huh. Look at the traffic warnings coming up now. It's giving me the traffic warning pop-up at this point. There's some traffic near us. What a great turnout today. Good job, everyone. Look at us. I think we have like 25 of us, maybe, something like that. How's the pub? Mountain, I already answered it. Are you not listening to me? She's good. She's good. I'll send you a picture. She's sleeping on her. I was talking. Did you hear my whole spiel about her having new balls to play with? Yeah, the puppy is good. She's sleeping on her bed right now. She looks super cute. I'll try to, when the stream is done, I'll try to sneak over there and get a picture of her sleeping on her little bunny toy. The mountain is spamming us for puppy updates. You missed it. Oh, you have to turn the ignition back on, pull your throttle out and back in. I mean, I doubt that you bound a key to like shut off engine, like bound escape to it or something by accident. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would try another plane as well, like jump in the Grand Caravan or something like that. Hopefully she's still cute. Yes. She actually got cuter since you left on your trip. She's even cuter than she was before. No, she's been good. I think I'm going to take her outside. I think after the stream, I'm going to take her out to our little outdoor area that we have, and I'm going to crack a beer and chill out there with her for a bit. Because that sounds good. We got some new, good cheesy music playing again. All the rock music is pretty cheesy sounding, and I love it. All right, 47 miles to go. This is our chill autopilot friendly last leg, where we catch up on puppy news. No, I do not fly in real life. I have been in a plane with a mountain flying. The mountain does, and I've been her passenger a few times. It's so catchy. Dude, it looks so good here. Oh, how did I get up to 8,000 feet? 6,500. Wait, did I totally set this wrong, huh? Let me try again. Let me get down to 6,500. As usual, I'm very high. This is actually a great final stretch here. I was a little worried this was going to be too long of a leg, but the scenery here is awesome. We're coming up to another lake, it looks like. Is this a lake or a river? I'm not sure. It's called Thompson, though. This body of water in front of us. It doesn't say Thompson Lake, so maybe this is a river this time. And this leads pretty much to Cache Creek, the airport we're going to. So we could follow the water here a little bit to our southwest.
Yep, at our 11 o'clock, about 7 kilometers out, you'll see the Kamloops Bike Ranch. It's a bit like a playground for people who think gravity is just a suggestion. Toby once tried to impress a group of riders there by attempting a backflip. He ended up with his bike stuck in a tree and had to be rescued by a very unimpressed park ranger. It's a place where dreams soar and, occasionally, crash into tree branches.
All right, I'm gonna turn the autopilot off and get down here to the water. Hey, this is Kamloops Airport right in front of us. We just happen to be passing by this one. I think we've landed here before. Kamloops sounds familiar. What a weird name. Kamloops. We're all shaky because I'm in the yellow band right now, so it just violently shakes the plane whenever you're in the yellow band on some planes. And I think I'll need to turn the traffic off because it won't stop with the traffic alerts. There we go. Oh, there's someone in a 737 down there. They're not in the 777 though. Very strange. Arctic says another great flight for the logbook. Thanks. See you next time. All right, Arctic. Good to see you again. Thanks for flying along. All right, 32 miles to go. Home stretch. Take a look at Cache Creek. 2,000 foot elevation and no preferred runway right now. Let's see. Runway 33 and 15. 33 looks like the better approach. Well, they're both not bad actually. It's kind of the same actually, both sides it looks like. Latest METAR, Josh says 080 at 3. Yeah. Yeah, I see the same. So I guess 1.5 would be a little bit better. It's only 3 knots though. It's basically 0. Which ATC add-on? I mostly use Say Intentions. What I always say about the two is if you can afford Say Intentions, I think you should use it. It's got a lot more going on because it's like full AI all the time. It's got a lot of cool features like multiplayer and you can hear other people and all that stuff. And then besides that, I think everybody should own Beyond ATC because it's only $30 one-time cost and it's also awesome. But they're both great. I think if you fly like tube liners specifically or exclusively, you'll probably like Beyond ATC better, especially once they get the traffic injection in there and stuff in the future. That could be like next year, who knows? Maybe the end of this year. I have no idea their timeline. But yeah, they're just different. But I think like Say Intentions is just got a ton of different features. Like it's got multiplayer, it's got the tour guides, and now it's got AI cabin crew that talk and do announcements while you're flying. It's pretty incredible. And they dropped their price to $20 a month, so it's much more affordable. It was $30 a month. And then FS Expo just happened in Las Vegas last week, and they announced their price drop. Or sorry, it was over this, yeah, last weekend. And they dropped their price from $30 to $20 a month. So if you pay annually, it comes out to like $16 a month or so equivalent. What's up, Blue Ninja? You'd like to join, but Microsoft keeps crashing. Oh. Well, I hope you can figure it out, dude. Usually it's an add-on if it keeps crashing. But we're headed to our last airport right now. We're 25 miles out. Why did I choose the Bonanza? I just choose randomly just whatever plane I want to fly. Yeah, I was in the DA50 quite a bit the last few streams, and then the CJ4. Now I'm in the VTail Bonanza. I just switch it up, you know? Fly whatever sounds fun that day. FS HUD is great. Of all of the ATC products I used in the past, like until this new era of AI ATC, FS HUD was my favorite. So I think if you like, I mean, it just really matters what you can. I think everybody should get Beyond ATC. It's kind of a no-brainer. It's $30 one time. You don't have to pay for the premium voices if you don't want them. They're gonna have traffic injection. I think that like Beyond ATC is basically a modern replacement for stuff like FS HUD and Pilot ATC. It's kind of the new version of those. So it has great speech recognition. It can be a one-time cost if you don't want to pay for the premium voices. It's kind of in a beta the same way Say Intentions is as well. And then if you want all the bells and whistles, like the bleeding edge, all AI all the time, you can say anything you want to it, declare emergencies, ask the controllers of what their favorite type of coffee is, you know, like just all those kind of AI powered, like open-ended ChatGPT style things you can do with it, then Say Intentions is the way. But it is more expensive, right? It's $20 a month or like $16 a month.
Look at our 2 o'clock, about 11
It has like tour
out,
guides like they're talking right now. It has AI cabin crew.
It's a place
it has better taxi
to
instructions as well, is something I'll say about Say Intentions right now.
Led by large, angry animals.
And it has multiplayer, so you can hear other people talking if you want to on the same frequency or globally. It's great.
And landed in a pile of cow dung.
So
it was like watching a very smelly,
I think Say Intentions is the superior product right now, but it is the more expensive product.
If you're into that sort of thing.
You know, it just has more features, better taxi instructions because they let people edit them. Yes, you do talk to the AI. Yeah, it's almost like using ChatGPT, but you're talking to AI ATC, tour guides. They have like mentors that can be in the plane with you. They have 2 of them. They have a joke one and a serious one where you can ask them questions about how to fly your plane, what runway to land at, you know, all sorts of questions. So Say Intentions has all the bells and whistles.
Pretty fun to fly. Thank you for the streams on that one. Keep up the good work. You are my go-to source for GA planes.
Thanks, Aaron. Dude, thanks for the $20 super chat, man. Really appreciate that. Oh, you picked up the Skyvan? Yeah, the Skyvan's great. How do you spell it? I'll type it in for you. It's Say Intentions. I do have an affiliate code for that one as well. It's linked in the video description. I don't know if it's still $5 off the first month. I think it might be. It's the only thing I have a code for is Say Intentions because I just use it so much and they have like an affiliate program. So I don't care if they like about the kickback. I care like you can get $5 off. So anyway, I think that I have a link to that in the video description, probably somewhere down there. It's just like KIP OTG is the code that I have for that. I think it's $5 off the first month or something. So I guess that would take you down to like $15 for a month, just for the first month though. But they have like a 24-hour trial, so it's worth trying it. Pick a day where you have a lot of time to sim, you know, and then start the trial that day, you know, especially over a weekend. Like if you have a good, you know, if you can fly like 5 hours today or something, you know, pick a good time to use that trial time on. But I think that, yeah, for most people, it's just going to come down to what you can afford. $20 a month is still a lot for people, especially for like a flight sim add-on kind of thing. You can always turn it on and off, but yeah, they're just different. Think of Beyond ATC like a modern FS HUD with voice recognition and really good voices and all that. And then think of Say Intentions as like the bleeding edge of what you can do with ChatGPT and all that kind of stuff. And it's got multiplayer and yeah, it's cool. They're just different. I don't think you can go wrong with either one. But yeah, I think if you're using FS HUD, you'll be really happy with Beyond ATC as like kind of a one-to-one replacement, just more modern, and actually be able to use voice recognition, which is great. Both of them have like really, really good voice recognition, and they handle like non-American English accents well. That's usually been a problem with a lot of the voice recognition stuff is a lot of them are trained to use like American English accents, but as far as I know, both Beyond ATC and Say Intentions both support different accents really well for the people that are using them. And they also have like global AI, like the controllers will sound like regional. They're like adding more and more regions of the world as time goes on. So yeah, good stuff all around. Thanks again, Aaron. Yeah, I flew the Skyvan when it came out. I remember the Shorts 330 and 360 came out a while back, and I flew them a little bit. And then now the Skyvan came out, which is like the predecessor. And that thing is really fun to fly. Yeah, no problem, Leonardo. Yeah, if you look through my past streams, like if you go to my YouTube channel and look up all the replays from past streams, lots of them I'm using Beyond ATC and I'm using Say Intentions a lot. So you can go back and just watch all the flights I've taken with them and see how they compare, you know, see how they differ from one another. Oh, I did not, Blue Ninja. I didn't go to FS Expo. I had obligations the night it started. And yeah, I'm looking after the puppy as well while my girlfriend's out of town. So yeah, I have many excuses, but yeah, I didn't make it to FS Expo this year. I haven't been since the San Diego one. If I didn't have the obligations, then I would have been there, especially because it's in Vegas and I'm in LA, so it's easy to get over there. Really quick flight, but yeah, wasn't able to make it this year. Josh says the sim in the winds 172 at 10 knots coming from the north. Okay. All right, so in from the north, that'd be runway 15. All right, I'll put my heading bug on 15. Leonardo says, sometimes I watch the past ones because of the Switzerland. Oh, nice. See a lot of new tools and things, always skip stuff. Yeah, well, I mean, now that, you know, if you know what you're looking for, now you can look for the ones where I'm using say intentions, which is usually on the Tuesday streams. Any stream replay that's on a Tuesday, it's probably one that I'm using beyond ATC or say intentions. There's the runway. Thanks for the update on the winds, Josh. Yeah, the METAR was saying something totally different as usual. Yeah, if you press OBS on 530, yes. Yeah, you'll just want to spin your course to the runway, the rough runway heading if you want to use OBS. I love OBS. Actually, I'll keep the flaps up. Justin said flaps up is the way to go with the V-tail. So let's try it out. And if my landing is bad, then I can blame him.
At our 10 o'clock, about 7 kilometers out, you'll see the Welcome to Historic Ashcroft sign. It's a bit like a giant postcard, but without the annoying messages from relatives. Ashcroft itself was founded in the 1860s during the Caribou Gold Rush.
And pretty high.
People thought they could just dig up wealth from the ground. Toby once tried to pan for gold there and ended up with a handful of fool's gold and a rash. He then tried to sell it on
way
eBay
too fast.
as authentic Ashcroft gold. Needless to say, it didn't go well.
This is a normal, this would be a go around, but I'm just gonna force it down for the sake of time. The sim get there-itis. Uh-oh. The brakes are doing nothing. Ah! I have to go around. Oh no. Good thing there's a cliff there. Yikes. Yeah, I was way too fast. All right, let's try this again. Oh, Aaron says, notice you have a tablet shows wind direction. Oh, that's part of flow. So this is flow. The weather, you can put up the weather like this. It's in the marketplace, Flow Essentials. I think it's like $15. It's really good. It also does the multiplayer nameplates. So all these nameplates, you can customize the colors, make your friends different colors, hide people that aren't your friends. It's got a ton of functionality. It's got a nice moving map. It does the landing rate calculations. If you look up their website, the Parallel 42 website, you can see a bunch of all the features that it has. All right, let's try this again, but slower this time. Yeah, flow is very nice. You can also you can hide the whole top toolbar with it, and you can customize what all buttons there are. It's pretty cool. It is in the Sim Marketplace, yep. Or you can buy it. You can also buy it from their site directly if you want, but just up to you. I prefer to buy things in the marketplace. Dude, Raccoon, thanks for the $5 the $5 super chat. The incoming Raccoon fact of the day. There's always a long delay with the super chat, text to speech, but great timing. A lightning strike killed your internet. Oh man. All right, let me get slower than before. No slip this time. Yeah, so long as the internet's the only thing that died, yeah, things are fine. Here comes the Raccoon fact of the day, brought to you by Based Raccoon.
Raccoon fact of the day. Captive raccoons are known for washing their food in water. No one really knows why they do this. It's a mystery. Crystal ball.
Oh, they wash their food. I think I saw a clip on Reddit like yesterday of somebody's like pet. I don't know, was it a pet raccoon trying to? It was just like putting its hands in a bowl of water. It said it was trying to wash its food, but then I don't know. It was weird. They handed him something and then he put it in the water and it dissolved. I have no idea what was going on. 85 to 95 knots. All right, Justin. Looks like I'm at 80 right now. A little slow. Yeah, I saw that video of a raccoon like playing in water. It was really cute. It's actually a mystery though. They wash their food, but nobody knows why. Oh, this is a long landing again. I am way too long. Oh no, how am I so... I have the longest landings ever. If there's not a 1,000 foot... If there's no 1,000 foot, then I don't know what to do. Alright, there we go. Could have been worse. The brakes worked well this time. 79 feet per minute isn't bad. It didn't feel like a butter of a landing because of how long it was, but, you know, we'll take it. 79 feet per minute. 1.1 G, one bounce. Uh-oh. Fail. Janet, we just all want to thank you so much for all the amazing gems of knowledge that you've dropped on us today. Absolutely fantastic work. You deserve a martini or something. Oh, Bonanza like to get stuck in ground effect.
Oh, Kip, you're too kind. But if I had a martini for every gem of knowledge I've dropped, I'd be more pickled than a jar of gherkins. Just doing my bit to make sure our flight is as smooth as your landing. Which, let's be honest,
oh, no.
could use a bit of work.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, yeah, thanks for that. Cheers. Also, if you had a martini, what is your preferred recipe? She's gonna say espresso martini, isn't she?
Oh, Kip, a martini is a bit like a relationship with Toby. Best kept simple and not too dry. I'd go for a classic. Gin, a splash of dry vermouth, and an olive. But knowing Toby, he'd probably try to garnish it with a slice of pizza. Cheers.
What? Cheers. Wait, she's talking about a relationship with Toby? Who is coming in the spruce goose? Player 294468254 in the spruce goose. That was a cheers. Bobo's on the way in. Is this a different Bobo? This is Bobo sauce. Is that our Bobo? The normal Bobo or a new Bobo? What's happening? Multiple Bobos. Oh, we made it. That was a lot of miles. We put in some work today. We did 336 miles roughly, it looks like. It's definitely not Bobo. not Bobo. This is like trying to sit at a lunch table in high school. Can I sit here? Is there any room? There is quite a bit of room, actually. All right, lights off, battery off, mixture pulled. Oh, Bobo Sauce is coming in. DA50, yes. Excellent choice. Dude, I actually love the DA50. It might be one of my favorite new planes. It's like pretty basic. It's like there's nothing insanely complex about it, you know, but it's just a solid plane. And I love diamonds, and I like having a diamond that's a bit faster than the 40 and not a twin. It's kind of nice. Oh, beautiful. See, they landed in a good spot. I landed like halfway down the runway. Oh, Santention's released a new version. I will check that out. We made it. Of course, there's an Airbus here. It has to be done. I mean, somebody has to do it. It is the law. Photo time. I wonder if they fixed in the new Say Intentions version. I'm wondering what they fixed. Yeah, new version. Couple bug fixes. Cool. I will check that out later. We made it over 300 miles. That's a good amount of flying. I mean, we're almost at the 4-hour mark. I started at noon. It's 3:46 here in California now. Good stuff, guys. Oh, do I have any pets? Yeah, I do have. You can't see it in the plane. On this one, you have to jump to the outside. You can't. There's no visible co-pilot within the plane. But I do have Eddie in there still. He's a good boy. 15 out of 10 rating. There he is. He's chilling. Now I'm going to go spend some time with the real-life pup. I'm going to have a weekend beer. It's 4 p.m. I can do that, right? It's pretty nice outside. It's like 80 degrees. Maybe I might go out to a brewery or something with a friend later. A couple friends. See how it goes. How did I pick the airports back to back? Short flight tool. What's a short flight tool? I just picked them along the world map and just made the flight plan using the Microsoft Flight Sim world map and then just exported it, and I put the plan file. Oh, the one the short flight tool. Oh, the random flight generator one. That one just gives you a to and a from airport. It doesn't give you like a route. But I basically just grabbed them from the world map and just drew a path. But yeah. 4 p.m., 4 a.m. Yeah, whatever time, always good for a beer. Exactly. Beer o'clock, always the best time. I totally agree. See, this is why Josh is a mod. A mod with no work to do because people here are too nice. There are no problems with the Flight Sim community streams, really. Always very, very chill people. All right, guys, good game, great flights. We got almost 4 hours of flying in, and yeah, got another group flight in the books. Thanks for joining along today. I'm gonna go spend some time with a puppy and a beer. And I'll see you guys on the Discord as always. I'll throw see if the bot will throw the link in. It's always linked in the description if you guys want to join. No pressure to join, of course. If you want to join and hang out, that's where we are. And at the latest, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Sierra, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships earlier. And Aaron for the super chat. Raccoon for the daily Raccoon Fact super chat. Appreciate you guys very much. And I'll see you guys Tuesday at the latest. Somebody's wagging their elevators by. All right, guys, have a good one. I'll see you next time. Have a good rest of your weekend. Stay safe out there with all the lightning and the tornadoes and stuff, whatever is going on. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.